I think my dog is cold. Hello, welcome. Thank you guys for being here. As we wait for other people, because there will be other people coming. Sorry, I'm just moving my dog.
It's okay.
I'm I'm just gonna give you all a little. If you don't know my channel, I'll give you a little bit about my channel. Jase will give us a little bit about her. Jazz, not Jase. Why did I call you Jase? Jazz will give us a little bit of her channel, and then we'll start in with questions. We'll take a little break, let you guys ask questions, and go from there. Just kind of laid back, nothing too formal. So anyhow, my channel is about connection, and as I've been growing and kind of understanding what I want my channel to be, that's more what it is. It's about connection, breaking down walls between people, races, religions, and all that kind of stuff. I just want all of us to love each other equally, right? Right across the board. Male, female, doesn't matter the gender, whatever. Hey, Dunya, thanks for being here. Also, Subham for Assad, sorry if I butchered that. Hi, Floss. Thank you all for being here. And hey, Debbie Sue, thanks for
Hey,
being here.
so
All right, so I'm going to let Jazz share a little bit about her channel, and then we'll get into questions.
okay, hi, Caitlin. Thank you so much for, I feel honored to be here. And I was telling Caitlin before we came live that I feel like, I know her so well because we've been only chatting on comment, but I came, it's like, okay, I'm just going to chat to a friend, and I
Yeah.
feel so comfortable. It's crazy. Right. So I'm Jase or Jazz. It depends of, because I'm a French speaker. In France, they will call me Jazz. And
Okay.
in England, they call me Jase. So whichever is good. Yeah, I'm a 50 years old solo traveler. That's what I talk about on my channel. And yeah, I think I don't know. I can't remember the question, guys. Perimenopause brain. I will forget a lot of the questions. What did you ask me?
Don't worry, we're on the same page. Yeah, that's one thing that Jazz is one of the first people that I met. Hey, Miss M, as I came back to YouTube. And so I think that's another reason why we feel so comfortable because we kind of clicked right away, didn't we?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Straight away connected with you, and we chatted together a lot on the comment as well. And I
Yes.
got really inspired by, your story, what you were sharing on your channel. And it's beautiful to, find like-minded people, Gen Xers on YouTube. So because I had a previous journey as well on YouTube with a lot of young, younger generations. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
the community is just, yeah,
it is
fantastic.
amazing. Our community is amazing and
Yeah,
widespread.
yeah.
All right. So I'm going to get into questions now, everybody. Um, as I chat with Jazz, Jazz or Jace, whatever.
Whichever.
She said it doesn't matter.
It
Um,
doesn't matter.
then you guys can we'll take a break in a little bit and you guys can ask questions as well because she's got so much information about solo traveling. Hey, Vicky, thanks for being here.
Hey, Vicky.
Okay. Shoot. I was thinking I could add her as a moderator. So I put my questions on my phone here.
I like your authenticity. You know that I'm learning from you, right? Being live.
Oh,
Because I like, okay, I have my question here. You're so natural. I love
thank
that.
you. I
Even
appreciate
when you
that.
do your dishes, or I'm like, wow, I want to be as, just going with my day and doing YouTube that way. I think it's easier.
Yeah, I think, and it's a nice way to connect with your
100%.
viewers. You know, in
Yes,
a
yes,
completely different. Hey, Kelly, in a completely different environment, right? It's
yeah.
more real and um,
It's
yeah,
like having a friend at home, right? If you
yeah,
go to
yeah,
a friend and whatever they're doing, if they're doing the dishes or whatever, you're there with them, right?
yeah. You're there hanging out.
So, yeah,
Exactly. So yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
it's okay.
So first of all, what I'm going to ask you is first I'm going to ask you where are you from, like right now. Where do you live right now?
Okay, thank you for
Clearly,
making that because I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I live in the
exactly.
UK. I live in the UK, in England, not far from London. Been here for like 25 years and loving it.
Awesome. So can everybody? hear properly. I just want to make sure everybody can hear. I'll keep talking anyhow, but yeah. So tell me a little bit about Jazz.
Right. Okay. I'm actually
Hey,
from
Cheryl.
Africa.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go on. It's all right. So a little bit about me. Well, I'm originally from Gabon, which is like a tiny country in Africa. I lived in 7 countries. I'm a French citizen. And that's why when you ask the question at first, I was like, okay, what am I going to say? Because I
Yeah,
never know what to say. Where are you from? I don't know how to answer that question.
yeah.
I'm like,
I knew you well enough that that wouldn't be a
exactly. So
easy question.
I'm a citizen of the world. I'm really somebody who's passionate about travel. I love it. I think it's maybe having moved so early in my life that I feel like I don't belong to one country and I'm comfortable everywhere. And so I need to be moving all the time. That's why I'm called jazz nomad. Nomad
Mhm.
in English is because I like being on the move. I'm actually married with 2 kids, so I'm a solo traveler, but I'm married and I have 2 adult children. And yeah,
Which I found very interesting when I started watching your channel and your videos. I was like, you're traveling and you're married. Wow, that's pretty cool.
yes, yes, yeah. We can develop more about that it, a little bit later. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um. So, are you gonna be in UK for like living in UK for a long time, or do you have plans to relocate or anything? Or
Well, I've said I've lived in the UK for 25 years, but I should say that UK has been my base, like my
okay,
home base for 25 years, because I lived in Bahrain in the Middle East for 4 years. I lived in Dubai 1 year. I lived in Cameroon in Africa for 2 years. So I feel like, although I love this country, England, because it's really the country where I felt the more free. I love England. But I feel like my time has expired here. I'm
mm,
ready to move back to France because I'm a French national and that's why I grew up. Um, for different reason, different lifestyle. I think living in France, will help me to simplify my life more. And that's what I'm
mm,
looking for at that stage of my life.
yeah,
Having like a simpler life. And then food is amazing in France, you know, and the
I can only
healthcare.
imagine.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and the healthcare is fantastic there as well. So when you're aging, they really take care of the 60 plus,
Yeah,
so that's why I think we always said with my husband that when we turn 50, past 50, we need to start moving back to France. So that's the journey I'm in right now.
okay,
So I'm preparing to move back to France in a year or two.
nice. And that's a that's a good thing for my husband and I. When we would move, it would be like we're moving, and at our age, we can't do that anymore. We have to plan a little bit better,
Plan exactly, exactly. Hey,
which
Mike.
I'm learning from you. Yes, hey Mike, sorry. Um, I just don't like to interrupt you as you're talking.
Yes, okay.
So welcome in, Mike. Thanks for being here. Sub says, have you been to India?
Yes, like twice to Kerala and to New Delhi.
No.
And yeah, love it.
So just a little tidbit for you all. If you have questions, put cues there, and that way when I go back, when we take a break from me asking questions, I can easily find the questions that people want to ask. So, and I love that, the interaction as well. So, excuse me. So, what's life like for you right now? Are you getting prepared to travel again, or
I'm always ready and prepared to travel. My backpack is always ready. Yes, I'm gonna be traveling next month, and I'm always traveling. But life right now for me, I feel like I'm in transition
Mhm.
of many things. I'm
Right?
like, decluttering my house in England, preparing to my move to France. And I want to say something as well. France is going to be our base,
Right.
but ultimately where we want to retire is in Africa,
Okay.
because life in Africa is a lot simpler even than in France, and you can really live. We have a farm, and I'm looking forward to be living really like a simple life, growing my food, etc. So I feel like in transition,
Mm-hmm.
waiting for my two adult daughters to be established there. They're both working, etc. But I feel like this last 2 years is gonna be like the last year that we all going to be as a family of four. I think
Mm,
from now, so I'm trying to do so much with them, like trying to create more memories, do things together, because I know in a few years they're all going to go in their life. One is 27, the
mm,
other one is 23.
yeah.
And so yeah, I feel in transition. In
Right.
transition. Yeah.
Yeah, that's and we're kind of at that similar space.
Yeah. Uh, and if I can just add something, is like
Yeah.
in the transition where I am, my goal really is to build a life I don't need to escape.
Mm, yes.
That's
Yep.
very important to me, because I feel like I'm fidgety all the time. I always need to go somewhere and
Right.
look for the next country to visit, right?
Yeah.
I'm
And
really
Kelly,
trying
sorry.
to, yeah, that's okay. I'm really trying to create a life where I don't need to escape, a life that's really resonate to where I am in life,
Hmm.
and freedom is my highest value. Like I value my time.
Yes.
So yeah.
That's awesome. So, on what kind of inspired you to do YouTube?
Oh man, actually guys, this is not that Kathleen, it's not my first channel. I have a French channel because I'm a French speaker.
Right.
And as I was traveling the world, often people will think is American, maybe because of his my hairstyle, etc. A lot of people did not understand Africa.
Right.
So I started my channel going to Africa, interviewing people on the street, because I wanted to accommodate the voice of Africa. Just nomad the voice of Africa, because I wanted African to tell the world who they are
Right.
going on the street. And that was the first thing. I wanted to showcase what Africa was to the world. And that's how I started. But I was not on the front of the camera. I was interviewing people I didn't want to be on the front of the camera. And that's how I started. And then I don't know, it felt like a mission there. And then because I live in England and I have a lot of connection in, America and online, I wanted to create a fun channel. And this is it. A channel where I would connect with like-minded people like you and the friend that I know most of the people that are in the chat right now,
Hmm.
and where I could create community. So yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, that's if you want to add more, feel free.
No, I didn't remember the question. That's why I was like, oh, what do I
Okay,
say next?
I understand you totally. I do those things too, right in the middle of the what was it they asked,
Yeah.
or what was I answering? Okay, so we did. So you give me a little bit of your traveling, but when did you actually start traveling solo, and how did it come to be? Like, were there guilt feelings? Was it easy to start traveling on your own, being that you're married and have kids? Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, thank you. That's a great question. It was a journey, okay? Because at first, although I traveled a lot as a kid, traveled to different countries, it was with family members. And
Okay.
after that, I was married, so I was traveling with my husband. My husband was organizing everything, and I was a passenger, right? Ticket booked, okay, go in the plane, etc. And then my husband being a consultant when we got first when we were married, right? What am I saying? Sorry guys, sometimes English escape my head.
That's okay.
uh we've been married for 30 years, right? So the first years of our marriage, he traveled a lot. He was a consultant, so he's seen the world, right? and I was looking after the kids. But at some point at 45, I woke up and I'm like, I want to travel. And he didn't want to travel anymore because he's seen the world and he was just interested in traveling in Cameroon where we're building for retirement, right? And so I first started to travel with my kids. First, the three of us would travel and go places. And then after a while, my kids were like, no, we don't, we know we're traveling with our friend. They were older now. And so I'm like, what am I doing? I was waiting for my husband. I felt so, I don't know, I was really angry at not being able to travel and go where I wanted to go. So we had a conversation. It's like, I understand that you don't want to travel because you've been everywhere, but that's a desire of, I need to travel.
Mhm.
And we had a discussion. So I went for the first time. It was so scary the first time that I traveled by myself. Because I was like, oh my goodness. Because before that it was him booking everything, but now everything was under my control. And I'm dyslexic, so I forget things
Mm.
or I book the wrong date. Oh my goodness, if I tell you about that. So, and the first time I traveled anyway by myself, I went to Africa, but to a country that I never been. It's when I say I go to Africa, it's like if you live in the UK, you go to France or to Italy. It's a different country. You don't know it, although it's Europe. So
Right.
I went to Senegal, and I didn't know. It was so scary. And I arrived there, and my husband asked me, "Where are you?" Because the next morning, there's a country next to Senegal, which is Gambia. So I'm like, if I'm
Mm.
in Senegal, let me go to Gambia. So I took the bus in the morning, and I arrived at the port, and I didn't know I needed to take a ferry. My husband called me, "Where are you?" I said, "I don't know." "Which port are you?" "I don't know." So I had to send him my location to see where I was.
Mm.
And I arrived in Gambia. I didn't have the right money. I mean, everything, all to say that, guys, everything that could go wrong went wrong. But at the end, I was so proud that I managed to do it. I
That's
knew that I was capable of traveling by myself. And no matter where you go, there's so many amazing people who will help me along the way. Right.
awesome. Hmm.
So although it was scary, but after that, I felt like proud and I felt like a traveler. I managed to do it by myself and I'm actually able to travel alone. And that was step one. And then the next year, I wanted to travel. And my husband is like, but you always traveled last year. I'm like, yes, that was last year. Right. So we had to have that conversation again for him to see me travel that often. And after that, it
Hmm.
was several times a year that I was traveling. Now he's used to it. He understands that, but it's a discussion. Okay. It's not that easy. At first, he was not comfortable with me always being gone.
Hmm.
But then he understood that that's something that is so, I would say, vital for me. Traveling is really something that's deep down important for my mental health, for everything. He
Right.
understood that, and now we agree that it's my passion. Okay, we make sure that to do things together, but he understand that I will be gone here and there, and he supports me. So are my children. So
Right.
I've gone long winded. So I hope I answered the question.
No, that's awesome. This is about you. This is your time. You talk about whatever you want and what comes to your heart. So this is the
Thank
spotlight
you.
is on you, so people can get to know uh, Jazz. So
Thank you.
yeah. Now I'm going to take a break. Does anybody have any questions? Remember, if you have questions, please put 3 Qs so that I can find your questions quickly. And I want to just thank everybody for being here as well, as we've had a few come in once we've been talking. So if you have any questions, put up the Qs. I think I did see somebody. I don't know if he's still here. I think he's from India. He had put a question up here earlier. And there we go. I'm going to add them up here now. So Subham asked what you like most about India.
Oh my goodness, India. Okay, the first experience was different. I was with my family and it
Mhm.
was intense, so beautiful. We went to see the Taj Mahal. We were in New Delhi. It was hectic. The Taj Mahal was the most beautiful thing I've seen. Um, but the experience that stayed with me is the last time when I went to Kerala in Fort Kochi. and the kindness of the people.
Mm,
Um, I don't know. India, the food is amazing. The color, the noise, the smell. India is just a place, I don't know, that I really love and I'd love to go back.
mm,
Mainly in Fort Kosh is so different.
right.
Yeah, the people are great as well. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. So I'm going to keep asking questions. Mine lag. So if you see, usually my comments will come up later than you're going to see them on your side. So if you see questions, let me know, and or you can just answer them. You know, you can read it out loud and answer it. So feel free to do that as well. So I remember a while back that your goal was to visit 80 countries, was it?
No, no, that's our friend Dora.
Oh, you're right. I got you
But
guys mixed
but
up.
but mine is not far. My goal is to visit every country in Africa.
In Africa,
That's
right,
one. However, I'm traveling in the world. But
right,
the why every country in Africa is because what I felt is regardless where I am on the continent, because there are 54 countries in Africa, I feel
right.
at home. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter where I'm on the continent, whether I'm in Morocco, South Africa, Tanzania, Gabon, I feel at home. I
Nice.
feel centered. I feel like, I don't know, there's an energy like my ancestors are like, welcome back home, child. Yeah, so yeah, that's my goal, to see every country in Africa. I've seen 17 so far
17, nice.
out of, yeah.
This is my husband, Raul.
Oh, hi, Harold.
He's, it's in Spanish. So he says, a question, un consejo le da a las
Viajas
personas cuando viajan solos a otros. So,
solo.
do you have any advice for people who are traveling alone to other countries?
For people, I mean, one thing I would say is often people are afraid to travel solo. Remember that even when you travel solo, you are never alone unless you want to.
Right,
The advice I want to give as well is, a lot of people are afraid of like hostels. Today, there's like private rooms in hostels. I'm talking about hostels because hostels is the best place to meet community,
mm,
other travelers. And the best trip I had is going to hostels. And I follow a group of travelers, and we've been in many places, things that I would have never done. And when you want to be by yourself, you retrieve to your room. You
right,
know, you don't have to be in the community, but in hostel, there's like, you know, common room, kitchen, places where you can meet and really chat with other traveler. So when it's the first time you travel solo, if you don't want a hostel, you can go on a group tour, like, a group tour organized by a travel agency, or what have you. So although you're gonna travel alone, but you're gonna go in a group. You're gonna
right,
discover places with other people. You will feel less,
that's
maybe scared.
right,
Yes, overwhelmed because you are alone. But my goodness, we are scared, but the world is an amazing place. There's so
mm.
many generous people wherever you go in the world. I've been in crazy situation in the world, sick at the hospital by myself in India,
Oh
and
wow.
the people that came together to help me is amazing,
Hmm.
right? So yeah, just go. The fear is there, but don't let the fear stop you. Okay,
Right,
and don't think that you're gonna be alone, because you will meet other traveler, you will meet other people traveling alone. Maybe as at a museum, you can strike a conversation with other travelers. Maybe at a walking tour, book a walking tour. It's usually free, and it's the best way also to talk to other travelers that are coming in that country. So, yeah, I
that's
hope
awesome.
I answered the question. Yeah,
If not, he'll ask again.
yeah,
But I think you did. I mean, I think that's
yeah,
really a great thing to know, right?
yeah,
Um, because you don't know about hostels. Like I know my brother did that. He traveled Europe and
yeah,
stayed in hostels. But when you don't experience it yourself, you don't really know. And especially for ladies, right? to
Yeah, and you get scared that there's only young people. No, today you'll find 70 years old,
mm,
80 years old
wow.
traveling. Last time that I went, there was a group of elderly people because there's those private room. It's like in a hotel,
Yeah.
but there's community and there's party event organized by the hostel. There's walking tour, etc. So you feel like in a little travel family,
Mhm.
when you want to. Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you. Okay, so we have Simply Debbie Sue. Question: what's one travel experience that changed your perspective on life?
Oh my God,
Good
that's a
question, Debbie Sue.
beautiful question. That's a very deep question. Wow. I'm trying to think of one especially. Well, there's so many of them, right? That changed my perspective. I think traveling within Africa, because I grew up in the West, I grew up in Europe, right?
Mhm.
Although I was born in Africa, but I grew up in Europe. So going back to Africa, it was like I never been there before. And what it changed for me is how little we need in life to live, right?
Mhm.
The first time I was arriving in Africa, I came with gift and brought shoes and, took like the over because my kid had so many clothes that they never even wore, and I brought them to give them to kids in villages and etc. Funny enough, they may wear it once, but then you see them removing the shoes and playing barefoot. But you think that they're playing barefoot because they don't have shoes. No, they're just connected to nature. For them,
Right.
it's just normal. And for me, it was amazing to see. They didn't have much, they didn't need much, but they were so happy. And
Mhm.
also, you would give something to a kid, and instead of keeping it for them, they'll share it with everybody.
Wow.
You know, it's like we never have enough in the West. We always want more, 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 more. And there, they had so little. That really changed the way I travel and see life today. Today, I can live with very little, because I know I don't need that much because I've seen it, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
also, we take for granted so many things. Like, I don't know, I was talking with one of my guests on my channel, like running water
Mhm.
from the tap is something that is so normal, right? You brush your teeth and you leave the water run. But water is such a scarce thing in some places in Africa that you save. I remember being in some places where the water that you wash your clothes, in the bucket, you
Yep.
keep them. You don't throw that water because you need to use it to flush the toilet,
Okay.
right? So you
Mhm.
try to reuse water in different ways. If you wash the dishes on in a bucket, you keep that water as well to do something else with it.
Mm.
So you really, and this taught me a lot. Today I pay more attention,
Yeah.
and I don't think do take things for granted, like in and having internet, as being able to exchange as we do. When
Mhm.
I am there, I have to pay attention to limit my interaction online because it's limited. Internet is not unlimited, and the coverage is not everywhere,
Right.
right? So Debbie Sue, I do hope I did answer to your question, but there's so many experiences that, and also one thing that I can add is we think we're so different in the world, right?
Mhm.
The thing is, no matter where you go, because I've been to Australia, China, India, wherever, South Korea, I've been everywhere, and you would see that we are different, but we are the same somehow because we're
Mhm.
all looking for love,
That.
enough to feed our family. We all have the same goals in life, right?
Mhm.
And we're just humans. So
Right.
it makes you look at people, not as separate to you, but I don't know. I hope I'm making sense, but
Yep.
like,
Totally.
we all having that human experience. We're not that different.
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah, that's
Yep.
what traveling teach you when you go to different, culture, etc.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you. And thank you, Debbie Sue, for asking that question. So Epic, his name is actually Hassan.
Mhm.
He asks, what do you feel about the online review system with traveling? Do you feel hidden gems are not noticed? If so, which countries would you say were underrated?
Yes, absolutely. I think there's a hype on so many countries, that we all want to go to see the same thing, right? And I understand now, as I'm traveling more intentionally, not just to hit landmark like okay, I need to go see La Tour Eiffel in France. La Tour Eiffel is Eiffel Tower,
Mm.
or la Statues of Liberty.
Yeah.
And now I rather go to more hidden places, more gems that you will discover, less crowded with tourism, where you can really discover the culture, really uh, be with locals and understand the way they live.
Right.
So there's many. One that underrated that I discovered recently. It's not underrated any. It's not underrated anymore because a lot of people discover that island is Zanzibar. I've been talking about Zanzibar so much.
Mm.
Do you know Zanzibar, Kathleen?
I'll go down and see.
Zanzibar, it's no, Zanzibar, it's so an island in Tanzania, and it's such a hidden gem for a lot of people. Many people don't know that island, and it's amazing. I think a simple answer could be that instead of going to, yes, you can go and see the Eiffel Tower in France, in Paris, but go elsewhere, discover the next town, right, or the next city. I think you'll have a more authentic experience than
Mhm.
being in Paris and seeing all the landmark that we want to hit. It's okay to do that once we've done that. Go outside of Paris and visit the south. Is beautiful. The south of France.
Yeah.
It's amazing. People are different. Like in Marseille, they have a chanty accent, etc. So, and the food also is different. Um, yeah, I think online reviews will just talk about those very popular places,
Right.
and so everybody want to go to Paris and think France is Paris, but it's not. Parisians are so different. I'm just
Mm.
taking the example for Paris, right?
Yeah.
If you go to the north of France, they're so different. The south, there's so many different culture within France, which is not Paris only. So
Right.
yeah.
I'm gonna go back to other people in 1 second, but because you asked Epic a question, he's just responding here. So, and then I'll go back above. Oh, I want to go to Zanzibar. The closest I went to Zanzibar is Malindi in Kenya.
Wow. You see, I don't know Malindi in Kenya. I've been to Nairobi
Mhm.
because Nairobi is is the
Yeah.
main city there. Um, you would love Zanzibar. Zanzibar is like such a magical island. And when you are on the island, you could be in any island in the world. You don't feel like you are maybe on the continent of Africa.
Mhm.
It's very beautiful. It's cosmopolis, the people all around the place. And the funny thing is, be prepared. So many people that I spoke to in Zanzibar, they arrive and you ask them, how long have you been here? They're like, okay, I was coming for 2 weeks holiday and it's been 5 years, or it's been 2 years, and it's been,
Wow.
I went there for a little while and I didn't want to leave. I was crying
Mm.
when I was leaving Zanzibar.
Wow.
They have that Akuna Matata, pole
Mhm.
pole. Akuna Matata is like, they're living, if you understand what is living with bliss, like living in the present moment, they are gentle, soft. They're like, when you ask them, what you doing tomorrow? I don't know. Akuna Matata,
Yeah.
L-
Worry free.
yeah, worry free. We'll see. Oh, it's beautiful. You will love it. I would advise it. And
That sounds amazing.
it's a safe place to go. It's beautiful. And there's so much to see in Zanzibar. So, yeah.
Awesome. Raul says thank you for answering his question. Oh, John, sorry. Okay, now, is it expensive? The insurance for trip. I have to do this in Spanish first. 1 second. Es caro el seguro de viajero para otros países. Okay, yeah. So the insurance, travel insurance, is it expensive
No,
to?
not Not at all. And most of us don't know it, depending of like if you use a credit card or whatever. Often we already have a travel insurance with our, you know, credit card or bank. You can
Okay.
use it. And even if you take the one that offered by the website, it's not expensive at all.
Mm,
Sometimes it's 10, $20. For Zanzibar, for instance, that's different. If you go to Tanzania, you would just take a normal um insurance that could cost you $10, $20, depending on what you're taking, right?
right.
In Zanzibar, it's compulsory to have a $44 insurance to go there. But it means that if you fell sick, if you need to go to the hospital, if you need to do anything, they will treat you for free. For $44, it's nothing. And they
Wow.
did that because there's a lot of American going on 3 months and then, staying, uh,
Right.
yeah,
Long.
longer, and so it's to keep them covered if they feel sick and etc. That's what I was explained when I was there.
Nice.
It's not expensive at all. Yeah.
Thank you. Um, Debbie Sue says, yes, you did answer her question.
Thank you, Debbie Sue.
John from Voids Motivational. Uh, what's the best experience you've ever had traveling? So it's kind of similar to Debbie Sue's, but feel free to, but a little bit different.
Yeah, when I went to South Africa, I wanted to travel by bus to go to Namibia and Tanzania and Zambia, because I wanted to go to see the Victoria Falls, but I was not courageous enough. So when I went to that hostel, I met a group of 30 years old. I'm 50, guys, 30 years old, 20 years old. And I'm like, where are you going next? And they're like, okay, we're going to exactly where I wanted to go, Namibia, Zambia. I'm like, okay, I'm coming with you. So I traveled with this group of people. I did many 24 hours buses to go to Zambia. It was comfortable, guys. You stop all the time. There's toilet there. It's very comfortable. I took a 26 hours train. Um, and we went to the Victoria Falls. It was this trip was one of the most amazing trip I did because it pushed me out of my comfort zone. So I've seen more things. If I had traveled by myself and not meet that group of young people, I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have had the same experience. We did so much in 1 month, traveling together. And oh man, when we separated, it was like I was losing friends who were
Mm,
crying because for 1 month you are together, you travel together, you share food, you share. That was the best experience ever. The community you meet on the road, the friend you meet on the road. Yeah.
that's awesome. Miss M is always great at welcoming people in, so I just wanted to give her that.
Okay.
Epic or Hassan says, I live in the UAE. Zanzibar feels like a mini Oman mixed with India and the Hakuna Matata.
Oh, interesting. I've been to Oman and I did love Oman because when I lived in the Middle East in Bahrain, we used to travel to the countries nearby. And Oman is a place that was so unique. I remember waking up at 4. We went, I can't remember where because it was a long time ago in 2006, and going to see like those huge turtle giving birth on the
Okay.
beach.
Wow.
Yes, in Oman, that was amazing. I just have like a very good experience of Oman.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. So let me just quickly see the messages here. You're a big traveler. Epic. Under name. Zanzibar feel
Epic
like
is, sorry, go ahead.
no, go on, go on.
He's
It's your
actually from, I'm going to forget. Epic, where are you from originally? I forget. Hassan. My brain is kind of stuck. Some Somalia. Is that where you're from?
oh,
But he's,
Somalia.
yeah, he's studying
Oh,
in
cool.
UAE right now.
Ah, that's a place that I have to go. I have to see the whole of Africa. So yeah.
That's awesome. So, John from Voids Motivational says, what's the best food culture you've ever had? And what is the most unique food you've ever had?
The most amazing food, I'm sorry for my African peers, is in China. Oh my God.
Really?
The food in China was amazing. It was so good that you want to lick the plate, but you can't because you're in a public place. It was so tasty.
Hmm.
And the most unique place, the thing I find really weird, I went to Romania and I'm very open with food, right? I can't tell you what it was. And I bought like a typical food from there. And it tasted so, and you see a lot of people eating it, but I couldn't eat it. It was like a pastry filled with like a vegetable and stuff inside. But
Hmm.
it was, and I wanted to take some to bring home, but I just could not eat it. I had a bite and I couldn't. And I tried different places to make sure that it was maybe that place that didn't, was not good. I just couldn't. Uh, and the unique food I ever had. Sorry, I didn't answer to that. The unique food. I'm a scaredy cat. Like, in Africa they eat some worms
Hmm.
but and I tried, but or maybe in France we eat like frogs. Is
Hmm.
that weird enough?
Yep.
And it's yummy, by the way.
Is
It's
it?
yummy. Yeah, it is because they put a lot of butter and like the sauce is so nice that yeah,
So is it more crunchy?
yeah. I mean,
Can I get
depending on
you to
how
try
it is
too?
done. Yes.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to put myself on mute for a second. Feel free to look at the next question. Give me a second.
Yeah. So yeah, the food, there's so many, but the food that people like so much that I don't like is caviar.
Oh, really?
Caviar, or yes, I'm not so much a caviar lover. I'll have it because it's fancy to have caviar, but it's like
Right.
for me that's a weird food.
Yes.
And another one is that I don't like so much. I forgot. Oysters. Is that oysters? Oysters?
Oysters. Yep.
Oysters. Yeah, this is like I have them when I was with family in France, but it's not my favorite. Like that's weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Namibia is amazing, Judith. It's such a beautiful, beautiful place. If you've been to South Africa, Namibia is very similar, but there's so much like it's a bit like being in Dubai, but in Africa. There's the desert, so you can do all these different sound activity.
Mhm.
Dunes. There's the dunes. There's pink flamingos. There's Namibia is a place where I would love to go back. Uh,
Hmm.
it's a very very beautiful place.
Awesome. So, Epic, we're going to get to your answer, our question in a moment. I'm just going to go back to my questions and then we'll start with your guys' questions again. You guys have amazing questions, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
Some of these you've already answered, so we're just going to skip over them. And because they're already asking some of the questions I had as well, which is
Mhm.
amazing. So, is there any place that really surprised you? It kind of was like you had an expectation of maybe a country or city or town, and when you got there, it was completely different than what you were hoping for, or thinking that not hoping for, but thinking you were going to experience.
Many places, like I have been living in Europe my entire life, but East Europe is a place that I haven't seen before. You
Okay.
know, and there's always like I don't know. You see East Europe as, forgive me for what I'm gonna say, I don't know how to express it differently. It's like the poorer cousins of Europe,
Okay.
right? Because you have Germany, France, and all of that, and then you have East Europe, that's like Poland, Romania, etc.
Okay. Yep.
And you have a lot of Polish and you Romanian working in the UK, etc. So and I never researched these countries.
Okay.
So one morning I booked to go to Romania, and with my kid we did like 13 countries in East Europe by train.
Nice.
And so I went to Poland, Budapest. I mean, I've been to many of these countries, and I was just wowed
Mhm.
by how beautiful, how great and grand it was, right? Because it's been seen, and often we judge a country by maybe, I don't know, the cost of living or I don't know how we measure it, but I didn't see any difference. Yeah, maybe the minimum wage there is lower than France or Germany or Italy,
Mhm.
but the country itself is beautiful. Often, if you look at the news and how a certain place is portrayed, you may feel like, okay, you're gonna get less. Um, I don't know. I don't know if I make sense, but I was just pleasantly surprised, right? And also traveling as a black traveler, right? I was afraid of Romania
Okay.
because Romania remind me the Sovietic, something. So I was
Mhm.
really afraid. But because I'm somebody who's daring, and for me, like the world is my playground, I would go anywhere, right?
Mhm.
So one morning, I'm like, there was a cheap uh, ticket to go to Romania. I'm like, let me go book and go to Romania. I was scared. Most amazing experience.
Wow.
I went to see Dracula's house. The
Hmm.
people were lovely. So often we are stopped by what we see on the news, or checking the experience of somebody on YouTube or wherever.
Right.
Your experience is different. I can say that I had the most amazing time in Zanzibar, and you go there, and depending of how you went there, how you prepare yourself. What I can say is go open. Wherever you go, don't have any expectation about the place, no matter what you've read.
Yeah.
Make your own judgment of your place by going there yourself and talking to the people. Because time and time again, I arrive to places and scared, like, oh my goodness. And no, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Great question. Great question.
I think, would you agree that from what I've seen a little bit, sometimes also if you're going to another country, I'm going to say as a white person, a lot of
Yeah,
white people will go with this assumption that how can I put this without sounding without thinking that they're better. I'm just going to say it, and I think that can also make your experience worse, right? If you're
absolutely.
if you're traveling going, hey, I'm the same as everybody, I'm not better than anybody, um then I think your experience will be more a lot better, right?
That's an excellent point. And regardless of your color, really, because like me having as I grew up in the West,
Yep.
that's what I know, right? I even seen myself going to Africa and having like that savior mentality,
Yeah.
okay? Trying
Right.
to teach them how to do the thing that they do all the time, and thinking
Hmm.
that I may know better because I've lived abroad. But you learn with time, okay?
Yeah.
Your way of doing things is not everyone's way. you know it's not like even the notion of time. I don't know how many time I went to either Asia or Africa, and time is not like here. You are 5 minutes early for your appointment, or 10 minutes early. And when you go to places around the world, the time is not the same. you
Hmm.
know People will give you an appointment but may not be there 10 minutes or 1 hour later. So
Yes.
there's people do things differently in the
Hmm.
world. People don't live the same way we live here. So you really have to go with an open mind and don't think that your way is the way, because
Exactly.
then you're gonna be so disappointed, right?
Yes.
Of the way things are done, because you're expecting it to look like yours. And do your homework. When you go to another country, I was talking about people traveling in the Middle East, or the places where there's a lot of a bigger Muslim community. Respect the community, learn before.
Yes.
Don't go just with how do you call it, the strapless tops and short
Yeah.
clothes
Yeah.
in a country where women close themselves completely. It
Yes.
doesn't matter if that's not your culture, but you're not at home. You're
Exactly.
visiting another country, so respect, and don't think that things have to work the way you see it at
Yes.
home, or the way you do things at home is better. No, people have their different ways. It's such a great point, and you will save a lot of headache, and you'll have the most amazing experience if you go with an open mind and embrace the culture that you find there, and respect the people, and just be open to learn, and don't
Hmm.
stay in the your 5-star resort and
Yes.
don't see outside of that, because you will never learn about the culture. I've said there's a lot of people that go to a country, but they're in the resort and they're at the beach, but they never talk to the locals,
Yeah.
unless the people that are serving them. But that's not the same, right? You may
Hmm.
say, I've been to Turkey or I've been to wherever, but you haven't been there. You
Yeah.
don't know the culture, you don't know the people, you don't know, So, yeah, sorry.
No,
Yeah,
that's great. I love that because of course, being white, that's what I'm going to look at, right? Is how the
yeah,
white people are acting. Whereas
yeah,
you've seen a variety of countries. I mean, we have a lot of people here in Canada as well from all over the place, but
yeah.
it's different when you're traveling, I think. And so, thank you for giving it more of a broad, not so narrow-minded like myself,
That's okay.
a broad way of seeing it. So, thank you. Um, what about your hardest moment traveling?
Oh, wow. One of the hardest moments is I had two of them. Um, when I went to India, I had brain malaria. I
Mm,
didn't know that.
wow.
Everything started well. I went to a yoga retreat for wellness because I'm always on that quest to lose weight. So I've been there and it was great at first. And suddenly I had like the most weirdest headache.
Mm,
Couldn't tell my head right or left. And at some point I couldn't speak anymore and I couldn't walk.
wow.
And I was doing everything on me. And I was miles away from my family and I
Yeah.
couldn't speak. That's why I say in the world, if there's amazing people.
Hmm.
I went like, because in the yoga retreat, I was in a host family where I was renting like it was like an Airbnb, but within a family home and something like that.
Yeah.
And e- everyone took care of me. Was
Wow.
talking to my husband, tell them which hospital they were telling me. There was an American lady that I met prior of feeling sick who was communicating to find us the best hospital. The people that came around, but it was very scary because
Hmm.
I could have died there at that
Wow.
point.
Yeah.
There, I got hospitalized. They gave me enough treatment to put me in the plane. When I arrived in the UK, the doctor didn't understand how I could be standing. There were so many doctors around me. I didn't understand. I say they don't understand how I'm standing because I should be dead with the level
Yeah.
of malaria that I had.
Yeah.
It was the brain malaria that paralyzed you.
Hmm.
The second time, there was many times, but one that scared me the most was during the pandemic, more than this one. You know,
Right.
the pandemic when it started and like you had many people dying and we didn't know if we would survive the
Yeah.
pandemic. And I was stuck in Africa and my entire family, my husband and my kid were in Europe.
Wow.
It was very scary because they closed the border, so I couldn't leave.
Hmm. Yeah.
And my biggest fear was like, if I have to die, I want to die with my family. I want to be where my family are. And that was one of the scariest moments to be like, if something happened to a member of my family and I'm miles away and the borders are closed, so I can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But luckily, and that's very important, guys, when you travel somewhere, tell your embassy that you are traveling. When you arrive, you have to contact the embassy. The French, we have a website online called Ariane where we register. And usually, when you arrive, you tell the embassy that you've arrived simply
Okay.
because they know who are in the country. So when there's something happening, you will receive like alert and they will tell you where to go for safety. And that's how I managed to leave the country because after a while, they call people and then they repatriate us. I don't know if that's the word. They send us back to France. You know,
Okay. Yeah.
after a month, I managed to go back to France, and then from France, I went to the UK to find my family. But that was very scary. That oh my goodness,
No doubt.
what if? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That would be very scary. Thank
yeah.
you for sharing those. Okay, Hassan, we're going to go to your question epic here. What is the most unique dish you have had? When I was in Beijing, I went to uh, Wan Fu Jing, which had all types of crazy food. I tried fried scorpion.
No, I'm not as
Wow.
courageous as you. I've seen all of that. Yeah, I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm too scared to try things like that. I didn't. I was not courageous enough.
So what would be the most courageous thing that you tried?
I
In
think in Cameroon they have those worms that come from the trees. They're
okay.
white and very wiggly and disgusting. So often what they do is they cook it within something. I don't know how to call it. Anyway, they cook it, so it's
Hmm.
inside. So I
Okay.
knew it was there, and I had a bite, because they encouraged me to have it, and it's actually nice and crunchy
Mm.
once it's cooked, right? But yes, that was one of the most the most crazy food because if you see these worms, like, oh my goodness, they're big, white, and like, yeah.
Yep.
But once they're cooked, it's different. Yeah, yeah. It's just protein.
Right. And so yes, I did remember correctly. Epic is from Somalia. HR,
Yeah,
welcome in. And Natasha was here as well. She's from Australia. I just want to welcome you if you're still hanging around. If I don't say hi to you, please know that you're welcome. I'm just making sure that my focus is on Jazz because she is the star of the show today. So now we're going to go
okay.
on to Vicky. Um, Miss M says, "Ooh, fried scorpions." Okay. So, Vicky from Aging on Your Terms, since there are so many questions about the best, is there a place you visited that you would not recommend others to visit?
Great question, Vicky. Hey, friend. Oh, wow. Funny enough that I need to think about this one because I don't remember a country where I'm like, no, I'm not going to go there anymore. Um, China was really hard to
China?
get
Okay.
into. It
Hmm.
was really, really hard. I was with my daughter. We were refused to take the plane. We had to buy new tickets.
Okay.
Um, and arriving there, the search was so long, and everybody was out of the airport. And I had just a weird experience into getting into China, and even leaving. I had like a nail polish remover, just a tiny one.
Hmm.
They called the police. It was
Wow.
crazy in China. I'm not
Uh,
going to say don't go there. And also, I think as a black person, I don't know how it is because I can only talk about my experience as a
yes.
black person. I got annoyed of people staring and people coming to your face and taking photos, of people pretending that they're doing a selfie, but they do a selfie filming you. Okay, or people
Yeah.
just coming to you, just staring at you. Uh, it was overwhelming at some point, like, but I understand that they don't see it, and I'm tall. I'm like 5'9", and I'm
Okay.
also big, and with my gray hair, I understand that it can be okay, and I make them all crazy. Uh, and I won't say I want to recommend, but it was challenging. It was challenging, even going to the Great Wall of China, and I've visited so many things in China. People push because there's so many people, and that's so real. Even walking on the street, when you go to those main places, and people in the transport will push you and very rudely.
Mm.
Um, I think more than a place that you would not recommend, I would say just be prepared.
Right.
Be prepared for wherever you go, do some homework. And I think I did not do enough homework for China, that I was surprised with a lot of things. Like you go to the Great Wall and 90% of people are Chinese because
Mm.
Chinese travel within China a lot. So
Okay.
there's that was strange. So um yeah, no, there's not a place. I really can't recall a place where I will tell you, don't go there.
Right.
So far where I've been, I had great experiences. Or if not, it was just me, but I won't say don't go.
That's a good answer. And I think part of that is like you're saying, to be
Open.
open minded
Yeah.
and to be prepared because you know like you're saying, it felt in the China. I think you were saying they're more like push past you or feel like they're not
They
being polite.
elbow you, they like kick
Okay.
you, they push you in the bus. And that was with my daughter. It was like, you know, when you just left Japan, because we did South Korea, Japan, and we ended in China.
Okay.
South Korea is a bit like Europe. It's in Asia, but they're like the feel is more like European in the mindset, the way they are. Japan's very polite, and then you arrive in China. China is like my kids like it remind me of Africa in Cameroon. It's like it's people are just like so but that was Beijing though. I haven't been everywhere. China is big,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So yeah, that's just my experience in Beijing and the Great Wall of China. And yes.
Good. Thank you. So I'm gonna go to Judith. It's not a question, it's just a comment. She's also French. She's from Quebec, Canada. So
Hey, bonjour Judith, un superbe. Hein?
she says we
We
eat
eat
frog
frogs
legs here.
here. They're nice, isn't it? Yeah.
But your French is going to be a little bit different between the Quebec French and the France French.
Yeah,
A
I had
little
a
bit.
pen pal. I had a pen
Oh,
pal
did
who
you?
was Canadian, and sometimes, like, she was like writing to me, and she's like, "My chum, my chum." I'm like, "What's chum?" She was talking about a boyfriend, you know.
Okay.
And
Yep.
Celine Dion is like, I know she's Canadian, guys, but we like Celine Dion is like our French Canadian, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
It yeah.
That, let me see. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to go back to a couple more of my questions, and then we're
That's
going to go
okay.
back to your
Yeah.
commentaries. As long as everybody's good here. All right. So we already talked about your first travel, being nervous, feeling lonely when you're sick. And then when you were feeling lonely, you were in groups sometimes, right? Because you're in the shelter, so we won't go there.
Yeah. Even in a
Unless you
hotel,
have something to touch on.
yeah.
So go ahead.
No, I was saying even in a hotel, even if I don't go to a hostel and in a hotel, I would just book activities and meet other people.
Hmm, that's
Yeah.
awesome. It's good to
Yeah.
know. And you're okay. This is away from my questions. You're very much a budget traveler, though, as well, aren't you?
Yes. Yes. The thing is, I want to see so many places. I want to see the world, right?
Mhm.
So in order to see the world is I can't go to 5 stars hotel all the time. It's
Exactly.
not possible. Then I won't be able to travel as much. So I'm a budget traveler, so I can travel more.
Right.
And you can really do, and there's places in the world with $500. You live
Mm,
like a king, you know.
yeah.
So I will choose places. It's different when you are in Europe or in the US, where you really have to budget it long in advance, save for it.
Right.
But yes, I travel budget, but you can travel budget and well. Yeah,
Nice. Yeah. And
yeah,
that's a good thing to learn because I think in the Western culture, a lot of people, as you know, think that you have to go to the resorts and you have to go to and you got to be careful. Like I'm speaking from the some of the places if you're going out, you got to know where you're going as well, right? Because, for instance, if you were to travel to Mexico right now with everything that's going on with the drug lords and everything, you got to be
yeah,
careful where you're going, right? My husband wouldn't be taking me to any place like that, being that I'm white, right?
yeah.
So you've got to be careful where you're going when you go outside, but at the same time, don't be afraid either. Like just know what you're doing.
Absolutely. This is where doing your homework in advance is important.
Yes.
And also, I've recently joined like a travel club because I want to travel more by group. There's places where, let's leave the war and whatever's happening in the world. Russia is a place that I always wanted to go to.
Mm,
But no matter how, experienced traveler I am, I never felt comfortable enough to go to Russia by
right.
myself. Don't ask me why. It's just a fear that's there.
Yeah.
But it's something that I will go with the travel company because they go by group. They do like those package holiday where you visiting places as a group. So you feel more sheltered and more comfortable, safe,
Mhm.
right? And also they would know where to take you. They're not going to take you in a war zone or places where it can be dangerous for you. So that's
Exactly.
a good alternative as well if you want to travel, go to some places, but like there's a bit of a fear of it could be dangerous. Mexico is on my list. I haven't been in Mexico or even in South America. I
Mhm.
know. So these are places that I want to visit. And the same when I was going to, because I had planned to be in Mexico and then go to South America for a year. And people were telling me, like, it's not safe in Mexico, there's drug dealer, the blah, blah, blah. I'm like, there's a lot of people living there, right? So you just have to pay attention. I mean, you have to use common sense, right? I
Mhm.
don't go out at night. I don't like even in the UK. If
Yes,
it's
exactly.
nighttime, I'm not outside, I'm in.
Yeah.
Also, I don't drink. Like, it's not that I don't drink alcohol ever, but
Right.
if I travel, not only drink alcohol costs money, okay,
Mhm.
but also like I want to be I want to have my whole, how do you say that?
You're present. You want to be present and
I have to
remember.
be present. I don't want to let anything. So you have to pay attention. Yeah,
To
it
where
doesn't
you
mean
are,
that bad things don't happen, but you can take some precaution to not have, wearing like flashy
jewelry
stuff,
or.
jewelries, etc.
Mhm.
I used to remove all my rings when I
Yep.
traveled because I had like a big rock that my husband bought me in Australia. And this is something that somebody will cut your finger. So I
Yep.
will just leave them home and
Exactly.
travel. This is what I wear. Nobody want to steal this,
Hmm.
right? So yeah.
That's awesome. That's a good point. I've never actually been to a resort. I've only traveled with my husband to his family.
Resort are nice. They're safe
Yep.
actually, the resort, but it's not my type of travel. I can
Yeah,
do it, and I
I'm
will
the same.
certainly do more. Even if I'm in a resort, don't get me wrong, resort can be okay. They're nice,
Mhm.
but like for a minute. Like I can't stay in a resort the entire because I mean like I want to experience real life
Exactly.
in the country, right? So I don't want to be sheltered in, then I stay home, right?
Yep. Exactly.
So
There's no point in. I have the
yeah,
same mindset. There's no point in
yeah,
traveling if you're not getting to know the country
exactly.
and the people from the country.
Yeah.
They're just talking about snails here. We'll just. I love that how the people get together and start talking amongst themselves,
Yeah.
lives and get to know each other. That's awesome.
Celine Dion is a nice
The,
representative of French.
but if there's anything that you want to comment on, that's fine as well. Um,
Yeah, I was just reading what Judith was saying. Judith, maintenant que je sais que tu parles français, okay, let me not start talking French here. I'm sorry, guys.
oh, it's okay. I love it. I love it. I don't know French, but it doesn't bother
Yeah,
me.
yeah, and
No,
safety is key, definitely.
I love other languages. Oh, give me a second. Yeah, well, we'll just go here. It'll make it fun.
Oh,
Have
I
yours.
love. Oh,
So
sorry.
that's
I
okay.
did love what Epic handle name say. I need to find your channel. You are well traveled. He said it's so true. Beijing gets a lot of rural migration, so it's the first time seeing foreigner. That's
Mm,
a very good point. It's true because they travel in the country, and sometimes they'll come and they'll see, a lot of people haven't seen black people. So
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of similar to like I before I went to Mexico the first time in 1993, I had a perm that I have red hair and the red in my hair is like wire.
Mm,
And so if when I got a perm, it looked like afro and for me it's not doesn't match, right?
yeah.
Um I mean it does, but not in that time. It wasn't the trend in that
Okay.
time, right? So anyhow, and then being in Mexico, see, my hair is kind of like more red, but being
Yeah.
under the sun in Mexico, my hair turned like yellow, kind of like the color of the corn cob.
Okay.
What do you call them? The little silky hairs
I
in the,
don't know.
corn cob, elote. How do you say that, Judith?
Yeah, no,
you know,
I see corn
corn.
cob.
Yep.
Yes,
And you
yes,
when you take the leaves off the husk,
yes. Yeah,
inside there's that silky kind of like
yes.
looks like hair. Well, that's what my hair looked like.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had little kids running up behind me,
To touch,
touching my hair
yes.
because they had never seen hair that color before. And then I had the, curly hair as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I understand what you're saying. I guess that's basically all I was. um her dad has tried frog legs. And Floss says I like to try different foods. I've
Yeah.
tried my I've tried beef. Is it beef stomach
Mm-hmm.
in a soup and fried crickets.
Oh, cricket.
Yeah.
I didn't dare. I was offered cricket, but I didn't dare.
No.
No, I didn't dare.
Were they tiny or were they big?
They were big. They fried
Okay.
them. They
Yeah.
fried them and they yes. I was like I had them in my plate, but I didn't dare. I didn't dare.
And Judith eats escargot. Yeah, that's uh I've seen that. I have not tried it. My siblings have eaten escargot. Did you already read this one? Post-Soviet states get a
No.
bad rap. Sofia, Bulgaria was great. The Airbnb was cheap and the hills were beautiful.
So
Nice.
true. Yes, I've been there as well. Airbnb, we had an amazing Airbnb, and it's so true. It get a bad reputation, from the Soviet time, and that's why I was scared going there. But it was
Mm.
just an amazing time. Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome. Judith, I agree. Go to the place and talk to the people. The news often portray the wrong thing. Exactly. The news portrays what's going to bring people to watch.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, and the news work by putting fear. Everything is dramatic. I remember living in Bahrain, and there was a protest, and they were just burning tires, like car tires.
Mm-hmm.
On the news, it was like, the country is burning. My family was like so scared.
No.
No, there was just a tire burning here and one here and there. After it became a bit something else, but it was not as bad as they portray it often. And then it's like you know, in how do you call it? They pass it over and over and over, and then
Right.
it's fear.
Makes the
Yeah,
fear worse. Yeah.
yeah.
Vicky, I think great conversation, ladies. Unfortunately, I need to go to drop. We'll come back later to catch up. Sounds great,
Thank
Vicky.
you,
She's
friends.
already gone. Thank
Yeah.
you for being here. Um, I can't stand it when people think they know everything and when obviously they don't.
Yeah. I guess from going to the different countries and feeling like you have the answer to.
Yeah.
It is bad. It is bad. It's the worst experience I ever experienced in my life. Your head, it's like it's gonna explode. It's like there's a compression. You can't turn right, left. You can't see. I couldn't speak. I thought I was talking, but I was talking gibberish.
Mm-hmm.
And then sound couldn't come out of and then it paralyzed you.
Wow.
It's malaria is something to not joke about.
Mm-hmm.
When you travel to areas with malaria, please take your medication. It still kill people today. We still don't have really vaccines for malaria, and because there's so many strands of malarias, that yeah, be careful. Always take your medication.
My brother, he was in Kenya in the bush in the late 80s, early 90s, and he got malaria quite bad. And he doesn't
Oh,
remember half of, like, he was left in a tent, no, not a tent, but just a small place by himself. And the
yeah,
whole time he was just sweating and doesn't just, how do you say that? Having hallucinations and just all that. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It
Yeah.
can get really, really bad.
But thankfully he got past that.
Yeah.
Okay, Judith, what does your husband think about you traveling alone?
Judith, I think it's about trust and the fact that I mean we've been together for 30 years, so we know each other very well. And I think what's important for him is safety because, as I said, I'm dyslexic,
Mm,
so I can make like big mistakes,
yeah.
like booking the wrong station, or going down to the wrong station of the train, or booking the a flight. It's
Mhm.
often that you want to make sure that I'm safe.
Right.
So the way I do that is sending my location where I go. Recently I was in Zanzibar during the elections and something happened. There was protest and etc, people dying. But when I traveled to Zanzibar, I didn't tell them where I was staying. I forgot. So he had to call many places because they cut off internet for like over 10 days, but I left before that.
Hmm.
So they couldn't reach me because internet was off and we were talking via text,
Right.
via WhatsApp, and the telephone was not going through either for some reason. So anyway, they couldn't reach me and they didn't know where to call because I never gave them the details of the place where I was going. So you had to call everywhere. They were so frightened because they thought I was in the main in Dar es Salaam, the main city, but I was on the island because after Zanzibar, I was supposed to go to Dar es Salaam, and
Mm,
that's where the protests and there were people who died, etc.
right.
So uh, it's about my safety. It's okay with me traveling
Yeah.
as long as I'm at home time to time, right? And I'm still here, but he wants me to be safe.
Right.
So yeah,
And if you also want to go back and hear a deeper talk about that, she did talk about that in the beginning, Judith,
yeah.
a little bit more deep. I think you already responded to the Beijing one from Epic and Judith's Celine Dion. I'm not sure if you commented much on Celine Dion, but
No, Céline Dion is a nice representative of French Canadian. C'est rare que je rencontre une YouTubeuse francophone, c'est super. Yeah, c'est super également. She's like, it's really nice to meet like a francophone YouTuber, somebody speaking French. It's really
right.
nice. And you see, I'm actually subscribed to Judith, but I didn't know she was speaking French.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna be commenting in French. Hey,
There you go. That's awesome.
yeah,
We're going to do one more question from, I'll just do this comment from Miss M. Safety is key. And
100%.
exactly. One more question. Epic. How many world wonders have you visited? I'd love to go to Machu Picchu.
Me too. It's one of the places that I want to go. I mean, if we only talk about the seven wonders, but there's more wonders now. There's the new seven wonders. But I've been to the Great Wall of China. I've been to the Colosseum. Colosseum.
Mhm.
It's one of the
Yeah.
wonders, isn't it? Colosseum in Italy. Um, and the Taj Mahal in India. But the Victoria Falls is also part of the wonders in the world in Zambia and Zimbabwe. To share the Victoria Falls. This is where I've been so far. I haven't been to Egypt. It's one of the wonders. It's next on my list. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I'm checking to see if
That
yeah.
that's awesome. Is there something that you could say? There's something that people don't realize about, or you weren't not really expecting when you're a solo traveler. Maybe I'm not sure how to word that properly. Um,
Um, like k- if okay, can you say it
I'll
again?
just I'll just say the way it says here, and then we'll see if we have to adjust it.
Mhm.
What's something people don't realize about solo travel? Do you think?
Oh, for solo travel, it's not lonely.
Mm,
Okay. It's not lonely at all. Solo travel for me is really going uh inward and finding yourself. Like many for a
mm,
lot of us women over 50. As I said before, we've been looking after our families, etc. And when our
yeah.
kids are big, a lot of women don't know who they are. They don't know the favorite color. They don't know what they like to eat. They don't know because it always been like a corporate thing with the entire family. And often we cook and we do things for the family, right? When
Hmm.
you travel solo, you go toward yourself. You really go discover who you are. It's a beautiful, beautiful experience.
Mm.
It's yeah, and it's not lonely at all. It's such peaceful. I think it's something that we need to experience, you know. I think you also discover how um, resilient you are, how
Mm.
courageous you are when you travel
Yeah.
solo, because you are the only one taking the decision for yourself, right? You don't rely on a group of other people. So you really discover your strength and who you are traveling solo. Yeah.
Thank you. That's awesome. So yeah, Judith was answering my question in French before. The news says the UAE is unlivable right now, yet here I am.
Oh, where are you? I'm supposed to go to Dubai
That's where he
again.
is. He's in Dubai.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go in Dubai in September or October, but like with what's happening. So yeah, but it's Dubai and I mean be safe and yeah, be safe.
He's actually studying
Okay,
there.
okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Malaria
Yeah,
is the biggest killer in history, more than ever war and history combined.
yeah. A lot
So
of people still dying.
he's actually in the medicine field, so that's
That's
why
why I'm like you're so knowledgeable. Take
he is
for
very knowledgeable.
Felix, so you understand what I'm talking about, what I had like the brain malaria. It's crazy. I don't want to have that again in my life. It
No,
was the most scariest thing
no
ever.
doubt.
The pain was just like horrendous. So
Well, I'm glad you came out well.
thank you. Yeah.
Uh, QQQ, thanks for your answer on my first question. Your husband doesn't want to travel with you.
No, Judith, and I'm very sad about that. When I see couple traveling together, I'm so like envious. I'm like, even in the travel club that I'm part of now, you can travel once a year. After 12 months being there, you can travel and bring a partner for free, wherever, cruises, whatever. I
Really?
told him, let's go to a cruise. Yes, let's do a cruise together. He's like, no, thank you. The only place he would travel with me is to go with him to Cameroon, his home country.
Mm.
That's the only place he want to go these days, to his village. And I'm like, thank you very much. I've done that a lot already. For me, that's just like going to France, going to the UK, going to Gabon, Cameroon. These are just home. Like it's not
Right.
traveling, please.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't want to, so I'm going by myself.
But why doesn't he? Go ahead and fill her in on why he doesn't want to travel.
We've gone all over the world because for the first 15 years of our life together, he traveled. He's been everywhere. Name it, he's been there. He lived in Australia, South Africa, Peru. He's been everywhere. So today he's not interested. He's seen the world, is like, he's blasé now, right?
Mm.
But we're joking that every 10 years we travel as a family. In 2009, we went to India, Beijing.
Mm.
In 2019, we went to Malta. So we're hoping that for 2029, we may be able to, um, convince him to go somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, bye, Floss. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
I just met her today as well on another live that I was on. Van Girl Shirls, I was on hers.
Okay.
It's actually a miracle, near 30% mortality.
Oh my God, that's huge. Huge. I know
So,
somebody who died recently in with malaria. It's silly. And a lot of us, Epic her handle name is like, I first felt like, okay, I've been born in Africa. And so I am African, right? I should be able to. Malaria is nothing. Please, if you lived 40, 50 years outside of Africa like me,
Hmm.
you don't have the antibodies
Right.
anymore. That's a doctor that told me. Because every time I go to Africa, I come back, I'm sick, and I'm at the hospital in the UK with malaria because it stays in your blood. And
Hmm.
once you had malaria, it stays in your blood. And the doctor's like, that it's not because you are from African origin that you are protected. You have to make sure that even when you come back, you continue to take your medication for 1 week after. And
Mm.
what I did at some point is I was taking the malaria tablet in Africa, the cheaper, and they're done for the people there. But for me, it doesn't work. So
Right.
I think when I had the brain malaria, I took my medication, but I took the local medication. It's not strong enough for somebody like me living outside. That's what
Mm.
the doctor told me. So nowadays, I go back to taking my medication here before leaving and
Okay.
continuing it after to make sure that I'm protected.
Awesome. It's good to know.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Which would you prefer? Where would you prefer to live? Because we talked about you probably moving back to France in a year or two. Where would you prefer to live? The UK or France?
This is a difficult question. Adore the UK. It's crazy. A lot of people don't understand that. I adore the UK as a place to live as a free person, like Jase. When I walk in the UK, I don't look at who I am. Like, am I black, African, fat, whatever? I'm just Jase.
Nice.
In France, it's my country because I'm French citizen, right? And I grew up there. It was so hard to live in France as a black person. Like the
Mm.
first time I arrived in the UK, and a woman with hijab. I went to the job center. I was looking for a job. She came to me and talked to me. I jumped back because I didn't understand why she wanted to talk to me.
Mm.
Because for me, I would have never thought coming from France that somebody with hijab is the person receiving customers.
Right.
You would not see that in France, right? There's so much. I was putting the television in the UK and I couldn't count how many black represent people on TV. Where at that time in France, there was almost none, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And even like you have to assimilate in France, meaning that you have to strip back of your identity to be
Hmm.
French,
Okay.
right? Whereas in the UK is like you are who you are. If you're Muslim, if you're Jewish, if you're Catholic, if you whatever you are, Christian,
Hmm.
it doesn't matter. People are free to live who they are.
Yeah.
I love France because that's where my family, everything I've learned is from France. But we are still, y- 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 you are reminded all the time. Um, you have to prove so much that you can do things in
Right.
France as somebody from a minority background.
Mm.
In the UK, they ask you, what can you do? You know, can you do the job? Right?
Right.
In France, there's so many layers before.
Mm.
But where would I prefer to live? The difference today, why is it possible for me to go back to France and live there today as a 50 years old? Because number one, I'm never going to work for a corporate job, so I don't have to go to the politic at the office, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, and I'm free to I work from home, I do YouTube, I do freelance, I do my own jobs, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I can live the way I want and benefit from good healthcare and good food. And France is just beautiful, right?
Mhm.
But if I was still in my 30s, no, because I have more chance to grow in the UK, in my career or whatever. In here, I will be given more chances here. But now that, I'm going toward retirement because I want to retire early. I have 2
Mhm.
years before I want to retire when I'm 55. France is the best fit for me, you know, uh, is the best fit for me. So France, I'm sorry, that's a long answer.
No, I love your long answers because you know what? If you're not giving your, to me, if you're not giving your full story, it's not a complete answer.
Thank you. And you're making me think as well, because I will never have one country, guys, by the way. I'm always going to have a country in Europe and a country in Africa. I
Hmm.
cannot see myself living 100% in Africa. I would get crazy because it gets into you, like it's not as straightforward in Africa. And
Okay.
sometime I want to come back to Europe because that's what I know. So I think I'm somebody who, during the winter, I will never be in Europe.
Hmm.
I'm in Africa. And then I will just be moving between, I think I will always be somebody living in between countries. And it's going to be France and Cameroon.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Epic says, fun fact, evolutionary speaking, the reason so many Black people have sickle cell disease is to protect themselves against malaria. Oh,
Oh, oh,
interesting.
wow. Gosh, that's so interesting. I hope your channel, what is your channel about?
He doesn't have much on
It
his
doesn't
channel.
have a channel
No.
because you have so much knowledge that would be interesting for people to
Yes.
learn.
You
You're
would have an amazing
knowledgeable
channel.
about traveling and
Yep.
gosh, yeah,
Yeah, he hangs out with myself and Miss M and everybody else as well as my husband. So um
yeah,
he's been a great part of our journey.
that's
Um
cool.
Miss
Yeah,
Miss M says, wow, I did not know that, Epic.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
learning.
yeah, that's thank you very much for sharing that. Hassan is his name.
Hassan,
Um
yeah, I just find him.
okay. Daniel, thanks for being here. Welcome in. Good memory, Miss M, yes. And then we have Luis. Welcome. Sorry.
It's okay. You have such a wonderful community.
Yes, I'm very blessed to have
Wow.
part of our crossing community as well as
Yes, exactly. I went to France and it's a beautiful country. It is. It is an amazing country. Yeah. So I can't wait.
well, if ever you start a channel, Hassan, you know that we'll be here.
Oh, definitely. I'll subscribe straight away because you have so much to share. Can you
Hmm.
come and you should have like an interview with him?
Exactly. I
That
would
would
love
be
to do that.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to do interviews with people who don't have channels as
No,
well.
no, exactly. Yeah. Because he has so much to share. Amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to YouTube a little bit.
Okay.
If you're thinking about YouTube, what do you enjoy most today from YouTube?
The community.
Hmm.
The community is the most amazing thing. You know, you come to YouTube chasing, I don't know what, for a lot of us living the 9 to 5, you want to have YouTube maybe as a side hustle or a way to maybe monetize your channel. But what you find is greater because I mean, I have so much friends,
Hmm.
so
So
many
many.
friends and on the YouTube. And funny enough, like I have to go with an example all the time. Sorry,
That's
like
okay.
my youngest daughter, she has so many friends online, and I was like, but that's not real life. Go outside, meet people. You need to touch humans, be outside.
Yeah.
And I couldn't understand that she was actually making real friendship until
Hmm.
I get on YouTube, and my goodness, the community is amazing. Look at us talking here. It's like I know you for so long. When we came to and it was the first time that we talked like that.
Yeah.
I was so comfortable. I'm like, yeah, I saw Kathleen yesterday or this morning, you know. And the same when I went to Spain and I met Mary for the first time.
Mm.
We spoke like we knew each other forever, but we were meeting for the first time. So you create, and the good thing is, it's like-minded people
Yes.
you know
Yeah.
oh, beautiful. The community, definitely 100%.
I would agree
Yeah.
completely with you. Yeah, no. When you're talking about that with your daughter having friends online, my son for a while didn't have his own. When we moved here to Saskatoon, he didn't have his own. Well, he had his friends, and then they kind of had a falling out, and then he had a period where he didn't really have a lot of close friends, so he
Mhm.
was always gaming, which is not his thing. His thing is being out doing stuff, but for that period of time, he was doing a lot of gaming. And my doctor asked, Does your son have any friends now or whatever?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's online and he's talking and laughing with people all the time." He's like, "Okay, good." My doctor's like, "Yep, that's good as long as
Oh, wow.
he's
Yeah.
communicating with other people. That's important." So I was like, "Oh, okay." That's kind of where it first, but I never expected on YouTube to have this kind of
Me neither,
friendship.
Yeah. Now I understand that she has friendship because the friendship, when I go on holiday and I'm like not in touch, I miss talking to my friends, you know.
Yeah,
So it's a
exactly.
real friendship that we're creating, and it's just amazing.
And I kind of look at it like I've got the immediate family, which is our community,
Yeah.
and then we built more our
Extended family.
individual communities,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
and
And
family.
then our individual community comes together and we like,
Exactly. Like
it,
right now. Yeah,
yes, exactly. Hey,
we're getting it.
Susan.
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go. I might just call you up on that one day. He's talking about his channel. That would be amazing. We we are here to support you on your channel if ever you choose that.
100%. Yeah.
I know you're busy
Yeah,
studying and
Haman.
everything, but
Hassan. He's Hassan, yeah?
Hassan, yeah,
Hassan, yeah.
yeah. When I think of France, I think of Ratatouille, the movie.
Ratatouille. Oh, yeah. The old French movies are the best.
Yes, it's very
Good
fun. Good afternoon.
afternoon.
Hi, Luis. Thanks for being here. And then Susan says, "I agree. The community is amazing, right?"
Yeah.
And here
Yeah.
comes one more of our community,
Yeah,
Suzanne.
Susan. Su- Susan speaks French too.
Oh, does she? Oh,
Yes.
cool. So you guys can have your little conversation in French.
Yeah.
We can all learn French with you. uh, okay, let me see here. It is 6:30 Tuesday morning. I have just woken up. Oh
That's
wow,
amazing how we connect across the globe. It's
right?
like 8:30 p.m. here.
And 1:37 p.m. here.
Wow.
Yeah. I forgot that you guys have the time change too, right? Because we
Yes,
used to
we
be six
did.
hours difference. Now we're 7 hours difference.
Exactly. Yeah, we had a time change yesterday. Yesterday.
Today's what day is it
The-
today? Monday. Monday.
Monday, yeah, the 30th. On the 29th, we had the time change.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Are you still good for a couple more?
Yeah, don't worry, I'm
All
good. I'm good.
right.
I'm so yeah, that's what I love. It's so relaxed to be here chatting. So
With all these beautiful people.
Mhm.
All right. So I asked what you enjoy most about YouTube. What has been the hardest part for you on YouTube?
Oh, I think it's figuring out what I'm doing on YouTube. YouTube is if you want to follow the thousands rules on YouTube, you get crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like growing the channel from zero and what do because you want to create community, but you want also to share something valuable.
Yeah.
So I'm always pivoting. It's like, what do the audience want to know? What
Mhm.
it's very complicated. To this day, I'm still figuring it
Great.
out. Still don't know, right?
Yep.
I'm passionate about travel, but I'm a multi-dimensional person. Like I love talking about many things. At
Mm.
first, if you go in the channel, I was like talking about marriage, I was talking about many things. Now I'm focusing on travel. Right. But even
Yeah.
that is like, am I teaching something? Am I just sharing my experience? am I what is it? I love these videos that you've done, Caitlin, where you're doing two personage. That's
Thank
French.
you. Yeah, I
Two
get you.
personage, and like you're talking to yourself. They're so insightful also about the question we're asking ourselves, right?
Thank you.
Be authentic, be yourself. Sorry, I don't comment often.
Oh,
Uh,
that's okay.
but yeah, I did love that because it's like a constant battle. And I'm actually you, Dora, you because you go on lives all the time. And
Mhm.
I was afraid to do lives. I only do one live per week. My
Right.
TV's changed on Sunday, but now I'm doing live in the morning, and I'm trying to be more authentic and natural in like just pick up the because I see you doing it, right?
Mhm.
And the first 30 days, I was like talking here and trying to present something all the time, trying to bring value. But now I want to move away from that and just sharing my experience like right now,
Mhm.
just talking, you know? So, yeah, the hardest thing is knowing what to be on YouTube. You have to be yourself. Okay, but you're
Yeah,
creating content. What content are you supposed to be? I don't know. 3 years on YouTube, guys. I don't know what I'm doing.
that's okay. You know what? YouTube is changing constantly as well, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
constantly changing, but I think what I've noticed, and I'm still learning, is the consistency is one.
yeah,
Then the authenticity, like you're saying, because like for a while I was thinking when I first started doing my random lives, I'd get, two or three people
yeah,
on my lives, and I was like, I like that because I can get to know them better, but at the same time, what's YouTube gonna think? Like, so you've got
yeah,
that constant. But then I was watching other people, like you're saying, they're learning from other people. I was watching other people, and they didn't care. I've got two or three people. That's great. I'm just gonna keep going. And every time I'd go back, there'd be more. There'd be like
yeah.
five. Okay, now there's eight. And that's what I'm finding on mine as well. Like yesterday, I even had 75 likes on one of mine,
Whoa,
and
amazing.
I was like, wow, like that's just and not everybody's going to be coming back, but out of that there is like a handful of people that are coming back almost daily, if not
Yeah,
weekly or monthly, whatever works for them. And I always tell them, like, you only come for what works for you. You remember that
exactly.
you're number one.
Yeah,
I learned that from Dora.
yeah.
You're number one. My life and all that kind of stuff is second.
Wow.
I don't
Yeah,
want people to feel like obligated that they have to be there.
yeah,
uh,
absolutely. Absolutely. I
and
love that you share. Sorry, go on. Yeah.
no, 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 go ahead.
I love what you just shared here because watching you guys being live all the time, I used to feel like if there's nobody, I can't be live. I felt so uncomfortable. But forcing myself to go live for the live because I forced myself to go 90 days live. I did 30 days and
Hmm.
I've become so comfortable. If there's nobody, that's okay. I'm just talking and I'm like, you catch up in the replay and like, and it's
Exactly.
amazing. And Kathleen, that's where I want to move to. Editing video is one thing, and as a traveler, I will have to edit videos. But I want to move away from working too hard on YouTube with editing and moving to a space where we can just share and
Hmm.
communicate the way we do. You know, it's freeing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was struggling with that because I have had people that I feel, and it might only be in my brain, right? Because I always
Mhm.
feel like somebody's judging me, and that could be just my own brain, right? But and so I was feeling like, should am I doing the right thing, doing these lives, these so many lives, right? And so I talked to I just before or after, maybe it was after my interview or chit chat with Nana Ange, I said to her, um, I feel judged for doing so many lives. And she's like, why? Like, there are so many people that's all their YouTube channel is lives. They don't do. And I was like, really? Like, I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
and so that was encouraging to me because to me it's more natural and that's who I am. I like to be authentic. And
exactly.
not to say that I won't do long form videos, but it's not going to be like a weekly thing. I might
Yeah.
do it once in a while, but I would like to get into the conversation that I wanted to have, um, religion, marriage, all that kind of stuff on, um, alive again, kind of like this format. but a
Yeah.
different day of the week. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But that instead of doing it the other way that I was doing it in the long form videos, I'd like to do it like this as well. Because, and I was also sorry, this is about you, but I'm just seeing as we're
No,
talking.
no, no. It's good. Yeah. Enjoy
Uh,
that. Go on.
that's okay. We're good. Jorge, thanks for being here. I appreciate you being here. I answer for you. We're good.
Yeah, Rohe.
um. So anyhow, yeah. There's just so many things that you're like, should I be doing this? Am I doing it right? And it's always for me. For a while, it was what are other people thinking and what's YouTube thinking, right? And
Yeah.
so, but when she told me that, I was also listening to one other guy, which I don't remember his name. He was being interviewed by somebody, and he was saying that because he was one of the bigger guru guys, but not well known in my brain. Um, but he was like, you know what? If you just want to hang out with people and do lives that way, like do YouTube that way, that's okay too. Because people, if they're wanting to hang out with you, go for it. And if that's what you know, and I've just realized that so many people, because like you're saying, right, we're getting to know each other better, and I think that's it's just a great way to make better friends.
100%. And it's a great way to do YouTube, to be honest with you. And I want to
Mhm.
move forward that. I've seen you showing up in, as I say, I'm somebody who sneak into lives and then watch and then I don't comment
That's what I was doing too.
because
Yeah.
I don't want to participate. For some reason, sometimes I feel uncomfortable to chat because I'm
Hmm.
doing something else. And I've seen you showing up when you feel tired and you have a flare up. I've
Yes.
seen you in so many different ways. And I'm like, this is real life.
Yes.
And we can connect directly with who you are, right?
Hmm.
And as I try to only uh, feel like I needed to teach something to people, tell them about how they need to travel. Most people know. Yeah, I may give them tips, but it's through sharing my own experience. So
Yes.
I'm moving toward that. And I was talking to Dora. Dora told me what you said, like, oh, she felt like too many lives or something. I'm like, you are so natural. You guys, you are my model. You're so natural into doing life. If you're comfortable, do that. And for me, there's not a perfect way to do YouTube.
Hmm.
If
True.
whatever resonate with you and make you feel comfortable, if you want to go live every day, do it. You know,
Hmm.
if people want to see and connect, why not? And there's a lot of people where today going live. Sometimes you may feel lonely at home and you at home and you want to connect with friends and you go. And yes, you have a conversation. You I don't know, even during Christmas, people are being alone. I see a
Yeah.
lot of people going live and say, if you're spending Christmas alone, come and let's get together.
Mm.
Right.
Yep.
So for me, I think it's the way to go. Definitely. So you're doing fantastic. Just keep doing you. And you gave me permission actually. This morning I did a live
Hmm.
because I remember the way you do live, like when then you do your dishes. I'm like, okay, so I can do that, right? So this
Hmm.
morning I was sorting in my fruit and vegetable. I was uncomfortable because I'm like, they're just going to see me just sorting my fruit because you think that it has to be a certain way, and I did it. And I want to do more of that
That's awesome.
and not just sit in that, in my office here and like, okay, to talk.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's amazing. I think that's amazing. And like Susan says, yes, I haven't uploaded a single long form in March, but I haven't had the time. Lives are simple. Exactly.
Oh, completely, Susan. Yeah.
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 Simple yet more engaging, I feel.
Yes, I think you create more community, no? You
Yes.
get to know better your community because there's a real exchange there. It's
Hmm.
true that there's the comment, and I'm bad. Actually, yeah, I replied to my comment sometime a bit later, 1 week later.
Yep. I do that too. I throw up the videos on my TV, and then I'm just listening to them as I'm.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
So I hear you. Uh, epic. Maybe it's not within your demographic, but have you heard of Ish I Show Speed? He
mm-mm.
live streams his travels all over the world, but it's definitely a lot of work.
Oh, yes. I mean, I've seen some friend doing it, and I was like, "How do you do that?" I was talking this morning. It's like I would love to just stream but I'm always aware of like, okay, I'm using my camera, my phone. I'm afraid that people get uncomfortable, and can somebody just snatch my phone? I have so many things going through my head that I
Yes.
don't do the lives. Yeah, and I'm still not very comfortable at vlogging outside. I will do it, but I'm still guarded.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to move to that space. Imagine you travel. I have so many footage, Caitlin, that I could be posting on YouTube for the next 2 years
I'm sure.
because I have footage of all my travels, but I never get around to edit them.
Mm-hmm.
So I will definitely now try to do live, share live,
Yeah.
because I think is the way to go.
Yeah, and that's one thing too, like that Raul, when we're leaving the house together, he's
Yeah.
like, please make sure you're not showing the house number, just reminding me, like, be
Yeah.
more aware of your surroundings so that um because we're in a very small city. There's only 300 and something thousand people
Oh,
here.
wow. Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a very small city, right?
Yeah.
So and I actually, a little boy came on my channel. It's like, I'm from this place, thinking I wouldn't have a clue where he is. I'm like, oh, I know. I'm also from Saskatoon, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you're under 18. Do not share where you're from. Don't share, you know,
Yeah.
that you live on this street, because I know where that is. Like, if you share that with somebody who's scary, not a good thing. So I
Exactly. And you
kept
never know on YouTube, on this,
exactly. So I keep. He
online.
reminded me of my son when my son was little. But so I went onto his channel and just reminded him, please don't share where you're from when you come onto my channel or whatever. I just want you to be safe. And
Yeah.
so, and that's one thing, like Miss M and different people will on our channel, if anybody puts their age under 18, they'll delete it right away, because they know that it's not a safe place, right? Because we
Yeah.
don't know who's coming. We got a lot of people, like Epic's there all the time. He's a safe person. There's a lot of people that we know that are safe, but there's a lot of
Exactly.
people that we don't know
Yeah.
that come.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Definitely.
sorry, I just feel so comfortable with you.
Me too.
um Susan said, yeah. Oh, yes. Susan says, if it wasn't for lives, I would have given up on YouTube by now, because I just don't have time to edit every day. Exactly.
Oh man, absolutely. That's the question I was asking myself. If he was just editing and not doing live, yes, YouTube would be hard. Editing is difficult, but maybe we need to find a way also to edit the easiest way. I'm planning to go do a no edit challenge this year, Caitlin.
Oh, nice. I would like
Yes,
to join you on that.
yeah, because like no edit challenge, like it doesn't matter because those rule on YouTube, I don't believe them. Do this and do that to become blah 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 on YouTube, please.
And I think,
Yeah.
some of them, um, they're kind of learning new things, but they're also giving you what they learned 10 years ago or 3 years ago or whatever. Because
Yeah.
they can say they're going to talk about, but at the same time, I don't remember who it was. I think it was Kelly, teacher Kelly Tag. And I think it was on, she had said that she went on Nick Nimmons. I think it was him.
Okay.
It might have been somebody else.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because what you do if you go on his, you can say, hey, you fill out a form, send it in, and he'll right there and there, he'll review your channel. Right.
Yes. Yes.
And so
Yes.
he says to her, do you only do anything else apart from lives? And she's like, no. Oh, so he wasn't really interested in that.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
don't think he's realizing that a lot of us, that's where we're heading.
Exactly.
You
And
know?
even them, you will see what I've seen that a lot of the gurus, were teaching something and come back to see what become popular. We're all moving away from the perfect YouTube, like you have to have the background with the flower here and the blah blah blah, right?
Yep.
It's so fake, right? And I've
Mm-hmm.
seen a lot of them coming back to what they've been teaching.
Yep.
Yeah, freedom on YouTube, please, like the
Yes.
lives,
Exactly.
definitely. Yeah.
So they're talking about the what is it? I show speed. Yeah. So they're Susan and Epic are talking about that. So yeah, I think
I did find him, yes, his
Tours
channel, yeah.
entire continents over a 30-day period. Wow, I would be exhausted.
Yeah, yeah. I've just subscribed to his channel. I'm gonna watch that video. Like I
That's
spent
awesome.
30 days exploring all Africa. That's so short. 54 countries, 30 days. It's
Yeah.
true that I've been to from Benin to Togo and Ghana. You can do that in one day.
Okay.
The neighboring country and they're like small countries, so you go across easily. It's possible, but do you see enough?
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, and yes, you still have to maintain your privacy and boundaries. Exactly. People will come
yes.
onto my channel and they'll be like, stand up and turn around. No. Or
Really? Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
do a house tour. And my husband was on once when they asked that because I'd always say no, I'm not going to do it. And he goes, no, we have to have our privacy. We're not going to show you our house. Like
Yeah.
that's our space. We
Yeah,
show you what we
exactly.
want to show you.
Yeah.
Uh, so Miss M, yes, I live in a small town, so my parents always tell me to be very careful what I share online. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Be careful not even to share often where I live, like the
Hmm.
name. I tend to not film in the area. I will go outside because you
Yeah.
never know.
Oh,
Today
exactly.
with internet, you can find people easily, and you never know who's watching you. How you're gonna rub people the wrong way, but just being yourself, the world is
Exactly. Yeah.
so we have to be safe.
Miss M actually found out on TikTok. Somebody found her location on
Oh
TikTok.
wow.
So she stopped doing TikTok. So she knows that a little bit more firsthand. Like she's not a child, but still, it's you got to be careful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Epic
Oh,
Hassan. That's
that's a
very nice.
beautiful compliment. Yeah.
I appreciate that. And he, if anybody disrespects Raul, he'll like kick them off. um, well, okay, I will look him up. Epic handle name. Thank you for your recommendation.
Yeah, it has 51 millions. Like
Wow.
crazy. Is that
Yeah.
possible? Yeah,
Well,
I've seen it.
yeah,
51 million. Oh yeah, Mr. Beast has 400 millions in
yeah,
400,000 million or something like that.
something
I'm
like
like,
that.
is that possible? It's like the entire planet is subscribed to them.
Yeah, but it's it's crazy. But I did notice, I do have my subscribers have been going up. I'm gonna. Is it okay if I share a little bit?
Sure, definitely.
Doing these lives, my daily lives. I mean, you don't have to do daily lives, but if it fits in, because sometimes like I had to take Tuesday, Thursday, Friday off because I
Okay.
had been doing so much and I could hardly hold my eyes open. Um, but my watch hours and my um subscribers have gone up incredibly in the
With
last 2 weeks with
with the
doing my
light.
life. Yeah,
Okay.
because people look for you once they know that you're going to go live daily or every other day. They're going to look for you, and
Consistency.
and
Yeah.
then you'll always people when they're scrolling, right? They're scrolling on lives, and they're like, oh, this person looks interesting, so they're going to stop at your live just to hear a little bit, and then they'll start commenting. So that's why I say, like yesterday, I think yesterday or day before, because it'll YouTube gives you your watch hours after every 5 days, right? So
Yes.
they
Yeah.
go. So one day I had 46 hours in one
That's
day. I've had
amazing in one live.
Yeah, and it's well not one live necessarily because sometimes I break them up into like 1 hour lives, one and a half. Yesterday I didn't even realize it. I did a 3.5 hour. Didn't
Wow.
realize it because I was
Yeah.
just enjoying myself with everybody.
Yeah.
Um, and it went by so fast, right?
That
I mean, when you're doing the vertical lives, you do, especially with ladies, get a lot of guys coming in being creepy,
okay.
which is tiring. But when you have good friends or moderators, they'll help you, block those people or having Nightbot. I have to be constantly writing new words in there because I don't know all of the words out there that people are using. Um,
Okay.
So you have to be mindful of, you're gonna get people like, there's one guy in here that comes in it, and I haven't blocked him yet. In the beginning, he was like, "Yeah, do an African dance or doing different," and I just ignored him. Like, you're gonna get tired eventually.
Yeah, I
And
don't
he's,
get them yet because I don't do enough in
yeah,
lives.
and that's
Yeah,
okay. If you don't,
yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah,
um, but this guy, I don't remember his name or where he's from, but he'll come in, he'll be, one moment he'll be like the nicest guy, and the next moment he's just like saying stupid things. It's like, can you just be nice?
yeah. I've seen that
Like,
happening when I was in, yeah, some of your lives and people coming through. I'm like, okay, yeah,
no worries, Susan. He has other content too. Just type in I show speed Asia or I show speed Africa, etc. to get his travel stuff. Oh, that's cool.
wow. Yeah, I'm definitely going to follow his journey. Seem very interesting.
You know what? I've even just talked, like watching your lives, or not your lives, your videos in the beginning. I was
Yeah,
getting, because I have a travel bug as well.
yeah,
Um, moving to Mexico for the time that I was there, I loved it. It was like, and I was more with the people of Mexico, which is why I married Raul,
yeah,
um, as opposed to the other Americans that were around, right? Like,
yeah,
or Canadians. Because I wanted to, if I was going to go there, I wanted to get to know the culture of
yep,
Mexico, not the culture that is changed by other people, right?
yeah.
Um, so anyhow, so watching your channel has given me that I want to travel again.
Oh, I love
And then
that.
watching, Exploradora 80, the same
Yeah,
thing. And
yeah,
then, you know, listening to Epic and all his traveling. Uh, and then I have like Van Girl Cheryl, she travels, and Mike, even, like they travel in their, or stay in their vans, their
in the
vehicles.
van. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mike. Yes, yes,
Yeah. And
yes.
that's what Van Girl Cheryl used to do, that as well. Uh,
Okay. That's a dream that I want to have. I've slept in the car, not because I wanted to be budget, but I actually, like, we took with my daughter, we went to the Lake District. It's like a beautiful place in the north, in the UK. We set the car. She had that small car. I forgot the name of the car, but it was a small car, and we slept in the car for one night, and it was so amazing. I just wanted the experience. I like trying things.
yeah.
I'd love to rent a converted van and do van life for, I don't know, 1 month.
Yeah.
Go all over France and something, and yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's something that, because you're talking about you planning for your retirement and what you're going to be doing, and that you're not going to be just in one country, right?
No, no, I would never be in one country. And even living in two countries, I will still be a traveler.
Yeah.
Like, I see myself going to 6 months in I don't know, Thailand. I've been to Thailand and I loved it. I want
Hmm.
to learn and be fluent in Spanish. I shouldn't say fluent on the front of you because because you speak to me in Spanish and I don't understand. I want to speak. I love the Spanish language. So I want to live in a place for 1 year where I have to be on the front, with Spanish speakers all the time.
Hmm.
So
That's
yeah.
for me the best way to learn another
Yeah,
language.
exactly. Total immersion, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but that's what we're planning our next few phases, because like Raul's family's in Mexico, right? His dad's
Yeah.
81, his
Yeah.
mom's 76, so we need to be able to spend that time with them,
Yeah.
especially now. So now that's what we're planning, the next few, how we're going to be retiring, and what our goals are and our dreams are to. uh,
Love that. I'd love to have you on the channel, please.
I
So
would
you
love to
can
be on your
share,
channel.
please. Yeah, I'll send you my link. And if my timing doesn't work with you, just propose something and we'll organize something. Yeah, love to chat with you about that. Yeah.
And wait for a month or two.
That's okay. That's okay.
just just because we're still in that, just starting to talk about it, and I want to talk to my kids about it
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Yes.
before putting it out there. So I've mentioned it to people that listen up, because in the next few months I'm going to be talking about what our goals are. but we have a 17-year-old still, right? So we have to make sure that he's settled and that he's
I
good before we make any major changes. But our older kids are here as well, so there's a
Yeah,
anyhow.
I
We won't
I,
go
I
too
so
into it.
I so get that. My youngest is 23, and I'm still very cautious of, when to go, how to, to make sure that she's gonna be okay because she's not
Right.
leaving the UK. She's 100% British. So
That's awesome. Yeah, Susan was just saying, yeah, he's got 51 million subs.
yeah, that's like woo. I wonder when you feel when you have so many subscribers. This is like how do you communicate? It's something.
It
Yeah.
is. Yeah, because it's overwhelming. Like, I don't know if you know people that have been on my lives. Like yesterday, I was getting very overwhelmed because I've never had that many
Yeah.
people coming in. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have 75 be there all at the same time, but
But
it's
yeah.
still it's like a constant
Interact.
comments,
Yes.
right? And
Yeah.
trying to keep that talking with them.
Yeah.
And then my husband comes on my live and is like, we're hungry, will you make lunch? And usually I don't make their lunch.
But that's I love though. That's natural. That's like it's real
Yeah, and
life.
I love that. Yeah,
Yes.
so I was like, okay,
Yes.
but they came home, and so it's like they're talking choo 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 back and forth, and then I've got everybody on my live, so I'm just like, I'm getting a little overwhelmed with all the constant stimuli, right? That's going on. I mean, I loved it, but my brain was just like, I'm not sure
Yeah.
how to handle this, but it was fun, and it's part of like just getting used to the next phase.
But I will share something that's really, really weird for me because I have my other channel, the French channel, and I have like 10,000 something subscriber there.
Nice. Yep.
I never do lives there. I've done some live, but it's very overwhelming for me
Mm,
because the French speaking community is very different. I feel more free on the English speaking community. It's like you can just be yourself and talk, share. I feel that the French community is my community anyway is so intellectual. Okay, I was going to what I can't pronounce that word. Intellectualize everything. The conversation is not as simple. They will ask you those hard questions. You're talking about something that you want to talk about, and they're coming and ask you about politics, or they want to quiz you about how many countries in the world. That's how I felt. I felt like I'm interrogating, and I'm so I don't do lives there, but I would like to move past that.
yeah.
And because at the end it's your channel and you can answer to what you want to answer and guide
Exactly.
the way you want. I'm learning, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it here first before I go there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did it backwards. I went to the spontaneous lives I did first. And what I had to do, because I get a lot of people from India, from Pakistan, from
Hmm.
Afghanistan, and they're the same way. They're like, who do you like better? First they assume I'm American, and
Yeah.
then they're like, who do you like better? Iran or the USA? Or do you think this and do you think that? Or talking about their religions, and Christians coming in and wanting to like just tell everybody this is how it is and whatever. And I'm just like, hey guys,
Yeah.
this, we're not going to do this. This is my spontaneous lives are not for talking religion or politics, because that brings division, and I want peace
Exactly.
here, right?
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so and so that's what everybody, like the mods and whatever, my regular people, even if they're not mods, they will tell people, no, we don't do politics or religion here.
Yeah.
And then they do have questions, some people, and I'll say, okay, what we're going to do now, because I took my acrylic pour painting off. I'm
Yeah.
not really focusing on that channel too much, but if I do acrylic pour painting, it's on my other channel.
Okay.
I have a it's called Sassy's Art and Fashion, because of my clothing line that I
Your
haven't really
clothing line
advertised.
is beautiful. I
Oh, thank
told
you.
you before, it is beautiful. The
Thank you.
designs there. Yeah.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change. and do another, like I told you in the beginning, I think I'm going to do something like this, but with one or two people talking about some kind of topic
Yeah.
that people want to hear about.
Yeah.
And it will be controversial. Whatever it is, it's going to be controversial. And that's why I don't want to do it on these
And this,
spontaneous lives, because there's no control there, right?
yeah.
I feel it's less control anyhow. So anyhow, sorry. Jennifer, hello. How's it going? Yes, we get a lot of trolls. Miss M says. Some that's why I put Nightbot on, because we were getting so many trolls that all of
Yeah.
I would have 5 moderators, and they're like, Kathleen, we need more moderators. But some of the kids, I get kids coming in as well, like they're 11 years old, 12 years. I'm not putting them on as mods,
Oh,
right?
wow. Okay. Okay.
And because I'm like grandma, and they're always like
Yeah.
grandpa, or they'll call us auntie and uncle, or mom and dad, whatever.
Yeah.
So anyhow, that's one thing they have to be prepared for, is the longer that you're on,
The more you,
the
okay.
more you're gonna get. Unless, like, if you get a lot of moderators on at the same time,
Yeah.
I noticed that there's less trolls. But if there's say 15 people on and you've only got 3 mods, well, you're gonna get more trolls. But if
Right.
you've got 15 people on and 10 of them are mods, and I only put mods on that I trust,
Yeah.
only people that I trust, and I had to take one off because she was not who we thought she was. She still comes around though, so it's good.
Okay.
She's learning with us, and that's why I told her, like, just learn with us. Just be yourself, not somebody who you're not. Anyhow, so Epic has a question.
Oh, Lake District is beautiful.
What is that?
Oh, it's like a place in the UK. It's like I don't know how to explain the Lake District. It's lakes.
Um,
It's an amazing place in the north of England. Breathtaking, landscape and if you type the Lake District, I'm very bad at explaining things.
that's okay. I
It's
think
mountain and
what we did,
yeah,
I did a couple times, and I did like geography. So I would put my phone on my laptop, like looking at my laptop, and we would
yeah,
walk through Google Maps. And I think we did walk through that one because
yeah.
we have
It's
a few people from the UK. Now that
beautiful, beautiful place. Yeah.
Epic, as a bilingual content creator, do you find it difficult deciding which audience to cater to, or does the English and francophone viewers like the same stuff?
Not at all. Oh my goodness, so different. That's what I said. Like, l- I talk about travel in here, right? On my French channel, but my French channel is very the niche is really like back to Africa. It's really like the
Mm,
African diaspora who want to go back to
right.
the motherland, either to discover the motherland, where the ancestry come from, etc. And so it's a specific subject. But when I try to talk about like my travel or everything, they're not interested. And they're
Mm,
not into small talks, like
okay.
having
Yeah.
a conversation like that. They always
Hmm.
come with something very deep. And I
Yep.
feel like the British, like the English speakers, are more laid back. You can really just have a conversation, and that's the feel that I have. So no,
Hmm.
I don't talk about the same thing. And um I feel like even talking about as a French speaker traveler, I don't know. I don't know. It's very different. It's very different. It's two different. I'm more comfortable here, although it's not even my mother tongue. Is English still like a challenge for me to talk in English. Sometimes I can't find my words, but I feel
Right.
more comfortable. French, the French side feels like more work,
Mm,
you know.
yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting. Thank you for the question. Like,
So
I
that's
don't know what
basically
to answer.
that. Well, but maybe the one answer would be you have 2 channels for that, right? You have a
I
French channel
do
and an
absolutely.
English channel, or you have
I
3
do.
channels. You said.
Well, let's say we have two really, because the
Okay.
third one is like for now it doesn't exist. It exists, but I'm not doing anything with it. That's
Yeah.
why I have like a French channel where I can speak in French and etc. And then in the English channel that's about traveling. And because my community and the friend that I have is actually English speakers more than French, because I've been living in the English speaking countries for over 25 years, right? So
Right.
that's where my friendship are. So yeah, two channels. It doesn't work. If you try to mix them, it's complicated. I tried before. It doesn't work. So I had to have a channel completely in English. Yeah.
Nice. When the kids, Judith says, when the kids left home, I want to, or leave home, I want to travel in my motorhome. It would be so nice.
I
Yes.
know, me too. Me too. I'm like, I want to do that. That's something that I want to do. But these are the things that my husband will never do. He's a posh traveler. He will never do that.
I thought my husband would never do that either because
Hmm.
he needs to be in like a nice hotel.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, who's Mexican here?
Yeah.
I'm the one who's like, I can be in whatever. I don't care. I'll pay like the cheap rate and I'll maybe
Me
not
too.
sleep well
Yeah.
because I'm
Yeah.
not sure, if the place is clean, but at least I'm not paying that much money. He's like, no, no,
Yeah.
no, we need to stay somewhere else. We're not staying here. Okay, whatever. But he's the one who brought the RV thing up to me. I've been talking
Okay.
about it and putting bugs in
Yeah.
his ears, but
Yeah.
he's the one like last week to bring it up to me, and I'm like, hmm, that's
Yeah.
that
My
would be
husband will do the RVs, the American RV, because at some point we wanted to go to one coast to do one coast in America. They
right.
have those big RVs that looks like a so big.
Mm-hmm.
That he would love to do that because it's comfortable. You can have a double bed there. He can have console. He can stand there like in a house. That he will do. But like I'd be happy with a converted van, you know?
Yeah.
And
We, yeah, exactly. We used to go tent camping, and we probably will go this year again. But that's because I love camping, so that I brought him into the camping.
do you do camping or glamping?
Hmm?
Do you do camping or glamping?
Like tenting.
Okay, okay. So in
I,
the UK, we call glamping. Glamping is like glamour and camping. It's like the tent is all dressed up for you. You have a double bed. You have electricity. It's like a fake camping, like,
right.
but you are in a tent.
We,
Uh,
ours, the tent that we just bought a couple years ago is like it's got a divider in it so that Dominic can stay on one side and we're on the other side. And we
yeah,
do now, because we're a little bit older, and he doesn't like sleeping on the ground. My son's right there.
yeah.
So we have the air
Bunk
mattresses.
bed. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We
Yeah.
each, my Raul and I have an air mattress, and Dominic has his air mattress. And then our other kids come and they've got their tents. So we all kind of go together. But
Yeah.
it's mostly tenting. Like we don't have the electricity where we're gonna cook on a stove.
Yeah.
Everything's in coolers with ice, all of our food.
I
Uh,
love
Cooking
that.
over the fire,
Yeah, I want
So
to do that again this summer. I want to restart camping with my daughter, but because my youngest and my husband, they're like the two people, they go to hotels and posh hotels.
give me
They're
one
not
second. Are we
camping.
leaving? Okay, not yet. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
He just is getting ready to go, so I wanted to make sure I say goodbye when he leaves.
That's all right.
So yeah, I love camping. That's
Oh, I like that. Yeah, you don't share that on the channel.
not yet.
No. Okay.
Because last year, because of our separation and everything, we didn't go
Yeah.
camping.
Yeah.
Um, and also, no, we were still together that time. No, I don't know. Anyhow, we didn't go camping
Yeah.
last year. This
Yeah.
year, I'm hoping that we will go again with the whole family. That's my dream. Um,
Yeah.
but because we like to do that like once a year, to go at least for a
Yeah.
weekend. I would be able to go camping for the whole week or two. My husband's like, no, 3 days and I'm done.
It's already good that you can do it for 3 days. I cannot get my husband to go even for one day, even glamping. The guy can't do it.
Maybe he'll have to watch our live when we do it.
Yes.
Epic says, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, your anxiety in traveling. That's hard. It is, especially when you're dealing with it on a daily thing, and hopefully little by little as you get older, you'll be able to
It gets
deal with that a
better.
little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have how do you call it? Extreme anxiety since I've been 50 is like with perimenopause, menopause, it's
Yeah.
like extreme anxiety. I've been to places where I have a fear of public often, and
Mm-hmm.
I've been to places where I travel and I can't leave my house, the hotel room for 3 days. I
Yeah.
remember one time I'm on the front of the door, I want to go, but I'm crying. I'm
Mm.
petrified. I'm scared of whatever's waiting for me on the other side of the door. For 3 days, I couldn't leave. The fourth day, I had to force myself to come out of the room, and but my legs were shaking. I was so scared of what? Anxiety.
Yeah.
Remember going to London and crying in the tube because there's too many people. I can't read the sign anymore. I'm shaking. I'm hyperventilating, but I'm learning. Like when I go, I know I'm going to go to London. I have like those meditation music or that I listen to, but I do a preparation. Like don't surprise me. Like let's go to London. That's like unless we take the car and then we arrive to the place where we're going, and I don't have to go to the tube.
Right.
You know, anxiety is not fun at all, definitely, but it's like, who, yeah, yeah, I get you. It can keep you from going, but I
Mm-hmm.
force myself to go, and I've learned to walk with the anxiety and do some walk around it, meditation, a lot of different things to keep me, yeah, calm. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. So the French intellectual philosopher is more than a stereotype.
It's more than a stereotype. Oh my goodness. It's like like even the black African French. Oh my God. And they like to use those big words that I'm like, do I need a dictionary to have a conversation here? Please. So
Yeah.
it's like it makes me feel uncomfortable. The last time I did a live, I felt so uncomfortable. They'll ask me about, do you know the president of this or what happened there and this and that? Like, no, I don't know. I don't watch the news. Leave me alone. That's not why I'm here for.
Yep. I hear you. Susan, I'm not sure if you're still here, but thank you for being here. I appreciate you. She said she has to
Yeah.
go. She has to get out of her PJs and do some chores before her live later this morning. Oh yes, she does a live soon.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I will join you on your live once we're done here as well.
Yeah.
Everyone stay safe. Have a blessed day and evening. Debbie Sue. Hi, Debbie Sue.
Debbie Sue. Love Debbie Sue.
I do too. She's amazing.
Yeah.
I saw her on a live, so I want to get you on one of my lives, Debbie Sue, if you're willing, because you did amazing on the live that you were on.
Oh, okay. Where was it?
I don't remember. I have to look it up again, but I was gonna be watching Debbie Sue's videos on my TV, and then all
Yeah.
of a sudden I saw her. It was on somebody who's retired. It's a guy.
I've
I can't
seen
remember his.
it. I've seen the image of it. I did not watch
Yeah.
it. I've seen Debussy on the thumbnail with somebody else, like half half.
Yes.
I'm like, hmm? Yes, true, but
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. Yeah.
So I'm thinking she's just starting to get into that because she never wanted to do lives before. So that's amazing. I'm excited
we
for you, Debbie
we
Sue.
all we learning.
Oh, is she gone? We're talking about her now. She's gone. Oh no, Susan's saying goodbye, not Debbie Sue. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, Debisu's there. She said that
Okay,
it
cool.
wasn't a live. It was a recorded interview with Mike's retirement corner. Yes.
Okay, okay, but still,
Yeah.
you know what? That's still amazing, and I would
Yeah.
do that with anybody who doesn't want to do a live. I would be willing to do a recording as well. Um, what is creature comforts? Where's that from? I think I missed something. Oh, it's animals. Okay, epic. Miss M, creature comforts is a turn of phrase for nice things. Comfy bed, flat screen, etc.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The act creature of comfort. It's okay. It's real life.
I don't know where my stop. Go lay down. I can't remember where my but oh, there it is. In case I have to mute from them being so loud. Um, I prefer hotels to camping, says Epic, and I prefer camping to hotels. I like them both. It depends what we're doing.
Yeah, I like hotels definitely, but camping is fun.
Yeah.
Camping is fun. Yeah.
And then anxiety is no fun. Exactly. Speaking of anxiety, I'm sitting here with my heart beating out of my chest, but I'm really enjoying this chit chat. Well, you make sure you take care of yourself, Miss M.
Exactly.
Ah, here we go. Haven't seen you for a little while, Himan.
I'm glad that you're enjoying the chat, Miss M.
Yes, exactly. The generalization guy, apparently, he always comes. We were having a conversation about generalization. Himanshu and Epic, and I'm not sure, and Miss M and whoever else. Yesterday, I think it was. Um, but it was a good topic because we were talking about how uh, generalizing between people, cultures, and all that kind of stuff, and how it could be helpful, but not really because you don't want to overgeneralize things. Anyhow, we can
Yeah.
talk for hours.
So do you choose a topic when you go live? When you go live, do you go with an intention
I
to
try.
okay.
I've tried that before, but it doesn't generally work anymore. It used to, right? When I'd have
Yeah.
two or three people, it was good. And I always like to be prepared that just in case, but you get so many people that are good at talking,
Yeah.
that you don't really need that anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
I
but
need to learn. I feel like I'm like trying to gear my life to 1 hour because I feel like people will get bored or something. I'm like thinking for the people. Like it's
you,
I'm too much in my head.
I was there like a month ago. I was there
Okay. Okay.
questioning everything going on, like I was saying, like, am I doing this right? Should I? And now if I do it for an hour, like a
Yeah.
spontaneous live, it's for my benefit
Okay.
because people feel free that they can just come and go, like a come and go coffee or come and go tea,
Yes,
Like
exactly.
people will
Yeah.
come in and apologize for being late, and I'm just like, hey, you're not late. It's a come and go. You come as you please, you leave as you please, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And whoever wants to stay for the whole thing, feel free. It's
Yeah.
the
Okay.
generalization guy apparently can't sleep. Okay. He's in India.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Oh, Debbie's okay. It wasn't a live. It was a recorded interview with Mike's retirement corner. Thank you, Debbie Sue. Well, maybe I can get you to do that with me. What are we talking today? Well, we're just coming to a close, Himanshu, but maybe another 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I don't know. 10 minutes, whatever. It's up to you, Jase.
It's okay. It's okay. Whatever you're comfortable with, I'm good. No problem at all.
We've mostly been talking about travel because Jay's is a solo traveler, and she has traveled with her family. But so we're talking about her channel, her life experiences in traveling. So how many places have you traveled? Do you have
Over 50 places now.
over
Over
50
50 places.
countries, right?
Yeah, countries. Yeah,
Yeah,
countries. Oh
over
yeah,
50 countries.
cities.
So we're
I've done
talking
a
about
lot.
those travels. And she has been to, sorry, my dogs. She has been to India. Stop. No
Yeah,
more.
I've been to New Delhi and Kerala, and I did love Kerala. You know, I really love the lay back of the people in Kerala. It's yeah, I really really enjoyed my time there.
So yeah, that's what we're talking about right now. One moment. Let me get my dogs under control. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. So Judith, I'm not sure if you explain it, but did you say why you want to move out of the UK? Right, it's a very good question. To be honest, I would live in the UK forever as my base, but I feel like it's for health. The healthcare in the UK is not as good as in France.
Mm.
And I feel like the more we aging, and I'm also overweight, you develop more health issues and etc. And I feel that we always spoke about it, that we will be better in France when it comes to health. If something happened, we will be better treated in France than in the UK. So that's one of the reasons. And the other one is also, as we aging, my entire family and my husband family are in France. And we don't really get to go to, although the UK and France are very far, but we don't spend a lot of time with like our nephews and family and etc. And we don't always take part of the family gathering. And so being in France would be good. And even for our daughters, because they want to be able to come and see us in France on holiday, and learn more about the French culture because we will be there.
Yeah.
So, and I think our life will be better, more simplify. I'm trying
Mhm.
to simplify my life really.
Yeah.
In France, I think I'm going to have more option to do that than in the UK. Um, yeah.
Nice. Good question, Judith. What?
Brexit, man, don't talk about this one, okay? One
What is?
day we were like living like everyone else in the UK, and the next day you have to justify every time you find a job. You it's different. It has changed a few things. But we are settled, and then most of my family is British as well. So they have the nationality. So
So Brexit is what?
Brexit is the UK coming out of the European Union.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and came out, and so it changed a lot of things. Now, if you want to come and work in the UK as a French person, you're gonna have to take for a visa for long stay. You can come as a tourist, but if you want to stay, the rule aren't the same anymore. We used to
Mhm.
just come and stay here, like we did,
Right.
and live exactly like British people because we were all part of the European Union. But now it's different.
Hmm. And traveling in Europe from country to country is not as expensive, right? Like it's from what I
Sorry.
when you travel in Europe, um,
No,
it's not as expensive going from country to country, correct?
at all. This summer, last summer, I did a £500 budget to travel for 1 month in Europe.
Okay, right.
Traveling within Europe is so cheap.
Mm,
Like you could go to France for 50 pound, $50.
yeah.
If you travel with those low cost airline like EasyJet, Ryanair, and even when you are within you can take the bus, the coach, and travel for £20. Like I went from,
Wow.
I don't know, France to Spain for very little. One way was like maybe 18 euros or something. It's
Hmm.
extremely cheap to travel within Europe.
Nice.
Honestly, you can. And nowadays they have those one pass ticket that you pay, and you can on and hop off trains to go
Oh,
to different countries. I
nice.
did that with my daughters that went to East Europe. You can buy one ticket and travel to up to 30 destination within a month or 2 months, and just go to different country by train.
Hmm.
Very easy to travel, and the network is so good by road, and by public transportation is amazing in Europe.
Right.
So yeah.
Apparently, Epic doesn't like the Brexit.
No,
He
who who
compares
who
it to
no,
shooting
no,
himself in the foot.
yeah, exactly. Is shooting themselves in the foot. We don't talk politics here, but they're regretting it. A lot of people are regretting Brexit. Okay, but hey, yeah,
It's over my head, so.
yeah.
Hi, Mike. Thanks for joining us. Um, oh, that's awesome. Did you enjoy the backwaters in Kerala? And also, to what extent do you think the spaces you inhabit shape your ability to appreciate and navigate countries with a positive outlook?
Okay, let me make sure that I understand the question. So,
Mhm.
did you enjoy the backwater? What does it mean, the backwaters in Kerala? Is it um I don't understand what is the backwaters, but I did enjoy the people in Kerala, the food, the place in general. Fort Koshi is like in coastal place.
Okay.
So there's beaches, there's like
Mm.
it's very, very laid back. I've really enjoyed it. And it's very different to when you go to Beijing, not Beijing, sorry, the New Delhi. You know, New
Yeah.
Delhi is hectic. It's like, it's overwhelming. I don't feel like I will go to New Delhi by myself today. I will go in a group because it's
Right.
really overwhelming. Kerala is so laid back. Like a lot of people are afraid to go to India, but a place like Kerala is like I want to go with my kids.
Mm.
It was a different feel. So sorry, I may not answer because I don't understand what backwaters means, and to what extent do you think the spaces you inhabit shape your ability to appreciate and navigate countries with a positive outlook? I think knowing that I come from originally from Africa and I've been back there several times since, and also traveling in different parts of the world, the so-called developing countries and the first world country, you see the contrast. Okay, is definitely shape the way you see life in a
Mhm.
positive way,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I said at the beginning, is that traveling is something that really makes you rich. I agree with that saying that the thing that, okay, I don't know how I'm going to say it. There's a saying about the only thing where you spend money and it makes you richer is travel,
Mm.
because it's really changed the way you see the world. I remember having so many uh, uh, judgment on
Mm.
different people because of what the media portrayed, right?
Exactly.
And you go there and you just see beauty and honesty and something else about the people, right?
Mhm.
It changed your world. Like, even if I see what's happening, and for the people suffering in the Middle East at the moment, the people that are in the crossfire of everything that's happening, prayer to them. Hope that uh but the world is a beautiful place still. It shows you that regardless of whichever country we're talking in the world, there's good people everywhere, right?
Yes.
And often the politics of the country does not reflect on the citizen of the people of the country. Often we may mix, people from that country are bad people because of their politics or whatever, but that doesn't mean the people in the country are
Right.
bad, right?
Exactly.
Depending on, even if we're talking about democracy and we're voting, etc., blah blah blah. Um, it's important to not mix the two.
Yes.
Politics is politics. People in a country is different.
Exactly.
I hope I answered to that question. Yeah,
Yeah. And then if it didn't answer, Himanshu, feel free
yeah.
to ask again. Um, oh my gosh, here to take the bus to do 200 kilometers is $60 one way.
That's the UK though. When I spoke about
No, that's Canada.
Europe, yeah, yeah, I'm saying
Oh,
the UK is the same.
oh,
When
okay.
I talk about the Europe, it's true that I need to remove the UK. Sometimes you find deals because you
Mhm.
can't go to France from the UK very cheaply. Like with the bus, it could be but usually trains are expensive in the UK,
Mm.
right? It's quite expensive. You would pay, but not $60 though. $60 is quite a lot. It's quite a lot. But is that like
Not here.
one way? No way. No, no, no. Even the UK is cheaper. I'm
It
sorry.
used to, yeah, I believe you. It used to be to go from here to Saskatoon to Ontario, where Judith is. Well, no, Judith is in Quebec. She's lives close to Ontario. Um, it used to cost the same to fly to Ontario from Saskatchewan, which is two provinces over only. It
Yeah.
would cost the same to go to Mexico.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yes, it
ridiculous.
would
No,
cost
no, no.
$1,200, $900. Is like what? How
No.
how flying just two provinces over is going to cost that much? Like it's
Yeah,
crazy.
no,
Now it's you can find better
yeah,
better
but
prices when it
that's
comes to that.
expensive though. I didn't see the one way. No, even in the UK, you pay less, a little
Hmm.
bit less, or around,
Canada's
but it would
crazy.
be a return. Canada
Wow,
is expensive, yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Um, Epic. Never heard that before. There's a great saying. That I think that's the saying that you had said about
Yeah,
travel.
yeah.
I hadn't heard that before either. It's a very good saying.
Yeah, like the most, the I can't remember. I can't say it again. What was it? But the thing that you spend money and it makes you richer is travel. I
Right.
know I said it differently, but like search it. It's like
The
something
point
is
is
a
the
saying
same.
and it's beautiful. I love it because it's true. It's
Yep.
true. For me, when I spend money to travel, it's an investment on myself. Really.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
yeah.
That's awesome. So I'm just gonna do the wrap up thing
Yeah.
here because
Yeah.
for you it is what time?
It's 9:30 p.m.
9:30
9:40
p.m.
almost. Yeah, 9:31
Yeah,
p.m.
here it's only gonna be just about 3 o'clock. Well, 2:40 p.m. So
Yeah.
we're still quite early here, but for yourself it's getting late. Um, it's expensive here in the States as well. Yeah, I'm sure. I'll just do these last three and then I'm gonna go back and we'll close it up. But at
Okay.
least there are deals you can get if you want to fly. Yes, we get the sentiment exactly. And yeah, Himanshu, you guys are always up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't understand. Uh, I get people coming in from India, Afghanistan, and everywhere, Pakistan at 2 a.m.,
At 2 a.m.
3 a.m. I'm just like, do
Are
you
you
got enough
walking?
sleep? Especially during the Ramadan,
Yeah.
then it was even more. But I love you guys being here. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd my questions go? Okay, Jace, do you want to share your channel link down below, or we can have Miss M do it if you want as well.
I
If
think
it's
if I just comment, hey
oh, right,
guys,
that is true.
I
For
sent
anybody who's
you.
uh
That's my
Himanshu,
channel.
yeah, Himanshu is not a moderator right now because he's just been coming in for a little bit, but I think I can trust him enough. But I can't do that on this one.
Yeah,
So
it's okay. I've shared it there because I'm like, thank you, AP Candle's name. Uh, yeah, I'd love to chat more with you.
yeah, he's sub to your channel now. So Hassan.
Yeah. Merci Judith, ça fait plaisir de discuter avec toi également, de savoir que tu es francophone. Trop
I
cool.
love to hear that. I love it. It's beautiful. I love the other language. I took linguistics and I just love so many languages.
Yeah.
And I
But
love
you're
hearing.
bilingual, right? You speak
I am
more than
bilingual,
two yes. Yeah.
Spanish.
Yeah.
I can speak like 5 words in Norwegian and 5 words in French.
Yeah. Well,
That's not being but bilingual, yes. French and I mean Spanish and English. Uh, so thank you guys, all of you, for being here.
thank you. Take care of yourself and yeah. Yeah. Find ways to work on your anxiety.
Mhm,
Because it can be paralyzing.
it can
Definitely.
be. Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you, Jace, for giving us your time, your experience, your knowledge that you have to teach us, if we want, because I probably won't travel on my own because of my disabilities that I have,
Yeah.
but it's still good to learn, even for my husband and myself, to learn these things to travel in the
Ab-
future. So,
Absolutely. And it was such a pleasure. You have an amazing community. It's great to find our friends here. And
mhm.
talking to you have been so lovely, honestly.
Yes,
I've enjoyed it so much.
me as
I didn't see the time. It was so comfortable just being here.
well.
And
Good.
I'm so glad that we connected that way, like
Me too.
not in the comment, but just like talking to each other. So beautiful.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it. And I knew I would feel comfortable with you because I when I see you and we talk, it's just
Yeah, it's just
It's like,
easy.
yeah,
Yeah,
like talking to an old friend.
absolutely.
Um,
Thank you, Debbie Sue. Thank you, Miss M. Have a
mm,
great week too, and a great night. I mean, a great night for me, and a great day or evening or wherever you are, guys.
yes, thank you so much for hanging out here, Debbie Sue. And I hope I didn't put you on the spot earlier. I wasn't asking for an answer for her, so saying that I want to do a recording with her too.
Oh,
Do you want? Are you good for one more question or?
sure. I see the Iman. And also, what are your favorite places so far? Um, Zanzibar. I'm obsessed with Zanzibar. I really love Zanzibar. Um, I love. Uh, it's funny. Say I'm living in the UK, but I love this country.
Mm,
And what else? Malta is a place that I did like the place, but the people were not warm.
mm,
And I would go back to Thailand. Oh my goodness, yes. Thailand is a place that I really loved and that I want to go back to. Yeah.
nice.
So, yeah.
So thank you, everybody. Thank you, like I said again, yourself, Jace. I appreciate Jazz. I appreciate you in your time and your experience
Me
and
too.
everything. And I hope to connect with you like this again in the future, whether
100%.
it be on my channel or yours, whichever
Yeah,
works out. Yeah. Debbie Sue, Miss
definitely.
M, Epic, Himanshu, Judith, everybody else, Mike, and whoever else has been here. I'm not going up right at this moment in the chat to do that, but I want to just thank you all. You're amazing, and I love you all so much. And Jazz, yes, thank you for your time.
Same here. Thanks ever so much, guys. And it was an amazing moment spending, these 2 hours with you here. So thank you.
All right, you have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you
Thank
around
you.
the YouTube streets. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, the